Welcome back to Run the Block. This is episode 24, entitled The Company You Keep. Last session, it was the return to the block, kind of a acknowledgement of positioning. The group also, as players, were learning a bit about Foundry, which is the new BTT that we're utilizing, and kind of just getting invested in the story. And we kind of left it on that Saturday evening, March 12th, 2078. It's really up to you, like directionally, where we're going to go. If there are any leads that you have on your notes that you want to follow up on. I'm not going to kind of muddy the water here by kind of citing something specific, because I don't want to steal agency here. There is a lot on the table, for sure, but I just kind of want to know what has stuck in your minds the most, so we can kind of focus in on that the most. Since that's probably the cooler stuff. So yeah, Saturday, I believe it was evening time, and you guys were just getting done murdering tiger claws, and you were deciding whether or not you're going to go into the building or not. The police do sound like they are either inbound or just nearby as a complete and utter coincidence. So it's up to you what you want to do.
We were not finished clearing that building that we were asked to check out, were we?
Yeah, you went inside and you talked to the lady. This is sorry. Yeah, you weren't asked to
Separate
check
building.
out. You weren't
Previous
asked
building.
to check out the whole building. You were asked to check out the grow site, and you did do that, and you have all the plans.
Okay.
And then there was the lady inside of the restaurant at the end of the long sewer tunnel that had kind of generic gang markings that led to it. And apparently she has been drugging people or slipping them chips and causing them to become cold. By G?
She's supposed to be in contact with G on Sundays at noon.
Sundays at noon?
Yes.
What else do we have lead-wise? We're not totally done with the job for, oh gosh, what's her name?
Rogue?
Rogue, thank you.
So what you'll note from Rogue is that you did do the alpha segment of it. The second segment, if you recall, was... If you got it already.
It was some... I don't have it exactly. It was the corpo who is a father to a kid at the NYU or NCU, however
Yes.
it's listed.
And the name is definitely in my notes. Because the kid in question was Janie.
Oh, from the party forever ago?
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
the gun.
Classic.
I probably have that somewhere. Who are we looking for? Her dad's name or what?
Her dad's name, yeah. Hachi was the last name.
Mhm.
Kenjiro Hachi.
Yeah.
Good job.
Arasaka counterintelligence operative, father of Janie. Correct. And yeah, he is somewhat of interest to Rogue. It has been a while since that job was initially taken on. Um, and the lead in on your original perspective was to try and no, I don't have any notes on anything that you were doing there. What would be your initial attempt to try and get connected to Kenjiro?
The initial attempt was to go through Alpha because we thought it'd be easier to set up a meet from Alpha's perspective to Kenjiro if the two of them were working together because we assumed Alpha would have the leverage.
And that dead ended because Alpha
Yes.
either was or wasn't Alpha, but probably wasn't Alpha.
He's dead now.
Yeah,
It's not important.
so is she. All the Alphas are dead.
I mean, we could wait for the phone call tomorrow.
Okay.
Can we set up a system to make sure that we can track the phone call and get all the information we can from it? Just so we're more prepared for when it does happen?
I'm gonna leave that open
Is
in
this
the
something
air.
you're able to do?
I'm gonna leave that open in the air. And if you have, just like, if anybody has any ideas, the group, we can definitely cover those.
That was an idea.
It was a question. He asked a question. I'm not answering the question because I'm not the one with the skills that put forward.
I'm
We
sure we
don't
could
really
figure
need
out
to. We
something.
can just wait for the call.
So I
Especially
removed
since
a program from my Alicia, and then when I tried to add a different one in a spot, it said I can't,
Okay.
and that it's full.
Well, is the program or whatever you're trying to put into its place more slots than what you took out?
No.
Alicia is currently full.
But looking in it, there's only 5 things in it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because the range upgrade plus, I believe, takes 2 slots. Nope, just 1.
Which things are you counting? Not the stuff that's in the cyber deck, right?
No, not the stuff that's in the cyber deck. You can actually see that those are kind of protracted to the side, kind of like off to the side. So it'd be
Okay,
Hellbolt,
no, I see
Puppet,
it, yeah.
Sword System, Reset, Frizzbolt, Cyber Deck, Crash Barrier, and Rage Upgrade Plus. It's the Crash Barrier that's the 2 slotter.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
And
4, 5, 6. You need to put it into your Cyber Deck, not your
oh,
Elysia. It goes into the extension.
okay, I'm gonna try that. Guys, it
Work?
bought you time to think about what you want to do.
Did it
Oh,
help?
thanks, man. Probably. We had some kind of police scanner that was retuned to trace calls that were being made by Alpha.
Yes.
How did we manage to do that? Who
So
managed to do that?
that was Leo who was able to do that when you had the contact information for Alpha.
Okay. And we have no such thing for Kenjiro.
Do not have his contact
Is
information.
that correct? And as far as we're aware, we don't have any other of his personal information outside of he works for Arasaka as a counterintelligence. He lives somewhere in the ritzy neighborhood where yonder party was.
He actually lives in Charter Hill. He wasn't hosting.
Is that not what that is?
Sorry, the ritzy.
I wasn't insinuating he was hosting, but he lives in that
No.
neighborhood.
No, North Oak is the ritzy neighborhood. Charter Hill is the neighborhood that's next to it, and it's kind of
Can you
like,
ping it? Oh, okay, I see.
It's kind of like.
Thank you.
So
I
North Oak,
assumed they were the same area.
no worries. North
That
Oak
was
is
my
more houses, and Charter Hill is more condos. For vibes.
We're aware Kenjiro has a daughter named Janie.
Correct.
Night City University. And she was at least somewhat involved in maybe not trafficking, but introducing the bitumen to other students.
She is a dealer. Yes.
She is a dealer. Okay.
He was giving out the bitumen at the party.
I don't like the angle of trying to track down a teenage girl to get information on her father. Personally, I don't. I don't know what else. We can get information at the school, which still seems leery. I'm spitballing. I'm circling the drain. Anybody else got something?
I'm scrolling through my notes right now.
Out of
Cool,
character.
cool, cool.
What I can say lead-wise, if you want, the plan is to invite a player who will be playing an Arasaka exec to this game in the not-too-distant future. Spoilers for those watching at home. Big surprise, though. Probably not. So that could be a lead-in for that specific engagement. The Hachi family and your group kind of getting in contact with him. But if you don't want to leave it like for that, you can definitely continue to pursue it. Those are both options. I'm just saying above the table, it is definitely something that will come up later.
So, real quick. So, we did the stuff for Alpha. Did we get our 20K from Rogue yet?
No. You would have gotten...
Okay.
We were meant to do both before we got paid.
Well,
Yeah,
and is that why you're looking for her dad? Is for Arthur? Going back to the Arthur thing?
Arthur, help me out.
Rogue was going to pay 20K for Arthur and 20K for Alpha, or 60 for both.
Who's Arthur?
That's who she initially asked us about, but I don't have a whole lot of details other than I wrote his name down.
Hold on, checking.
But he was also in Charter Hill, I'm pretty sure.
Arthur was a what? Tiger Claw, you said?
No, in Charter Hill. I'm pretty sure he was
Oh,
up there
right,
as well.
right.
Oh, yeah, the one named after Andy's character in the
Arthur
Cthulhu
Haynes.
thing. Arthur
Right.
Haynes.
Arthur Haynes works in counterintelligence. Got it. I understand where... I understand.
Who's
I missed it.
Kenjiro? Hang on.
Kenjiro is important. Sorry. Arthur Haynes works in counterintelligence for Arasaka. They work in the same department. You're trying to get information on an employee there. The only person you guys knew of who has an Arasaka Connect. Janie's dad. I found the thread. Sorry. But yeah, Kenjiro, as a subject matter unrelated to this and in my notes, will be important later, regardless of whether or not you guys pursue him now. So yes, my brain is in 3 different timelines. It's totally chill though. Arthur Haynes is who you want. He is an Arasaka lower representative in counter intel.
And that was the target that Rogue had set us on.
Correct. Rogue wants
Okay.
Arthur.
I see. She wants him alive.
Right.
Alright, so we have that. I also have a contact number for Einhand that I got when I did a deep dive into Deepak and deleted emails about G.
That sounds fun.
So we also have a contact for them if we want to go that route to try to also get to G.
These are all
Joey,
right.
what do you think?
Right.
What do you want work on?
I like going after Arthur just simply because I know the name.
Yeah, and we get 60 grand if we get him too.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. The problem is the alive part.
I mean,
Our
it
group-
doesn't have to be.
Our group's not good at that way.
We can get better. We start
Practice,
looking at the
got it.
man in the mirror. You know,
All right.
you want to make the world a
So
living place.
can I do a library search on him? See what I can find out about Arthur.
Yeah, go ahead. What'd you get?
Not good.
Okay. So, Arthur Haynes is a Arasaka counterintelligence representative. He appears to reside in Charter Hill. Looking up the kind of recent purchases of condominiums and living spaces in Charter Hill, you would note that he appears to live a small little area near Dola and Woodland, which is there if you're looking.
Do it one more time.
I can try. What is it?
I saw a ping in this like gray mess, but I didn't see. Okay. Got it.
You said Dola and Woodland?
That should have snapped you to it.
Yep, I see it. I didn't think that was Charter Hill though.
Yes, that is Charter Hill.
That's so close to where we were
A good.
operating in the desert, isn't it?
Yeah, Dustin's right, Chandra. It's right near right near Charter Hill. And then, just as kind of like a point of order, so memory-wise, you can see that yellow bar there that kind of goes up and through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of that is actually technically like this square in here. This whole box is technically, for Cyberpunk 2077, the video game, that is Charter Hill. But we actually have, and again, we haven't done the map modification. These yellow lines are straight ripped from the video game. But this section here and a section of this side of it too is Dustin, separate from Charter
Okay.
Hill and like
That
also-
side of that
Yeah.
freeway or whatever.
Also, Box Hill is
Gotcha.
not cordoned off with its own yellow lines, nor is Bloody Hill on the north
That's
side.
fine.
Yeah.
It's still a sharp picture of the map.
Yes. Yes.
It's a good rip,
It's well.
whatever it is.
I'll explain my process one day. Today's not that day.
You don't have to. It's fine.
No worries.
I'm not very invested.
It's interesting, but not that interesting.
I thought it would look. It looked nice. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you. I appreciate you noticing the work.
It's crisp.
It is very high res. And also thanks Solution for the help on that too. So, yeah, Charter Hill. It's not too far from, like I said, Dola and Woodland. Any questions about the area in specific? Any kind of curiosities? You know the building. It's right there.
Rogue wanted Arthur due to a connect on bitumen. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. So this is Saturday. Everyone's at their own home right now, right?
Can if you want to. Your choice.
Sure.
If we go to the building, we could actually have Leo pop in maybe and check on deliveries to see if we can find out what room or apartment he's actually in.
Did anyone get Switch's number?
Yeah.
I did not seek it out.
No, I would assume that you were given it though.
Yeah.
If not, you have Amelia's number.
So, all right, we'll just assume this is all like in a call. We're just discussing this, texting back and forth in a group chat.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go check this place out, we're kind of missing Grip. Do we want to get someone else to come with? That
Not a
Switch
bad
person
idea
seemed all
to
right.
throw bodies at the problem.
Yeah, Grip was one big body, and Switch and their crew, it's like a bunch of bodies. Like,
They had a big lady in there. She had girl arms. It's like Switch never left, or Grip never left. See, I can't even tell them apart yet.
Can't even tell them apart.
This
They're like the same
this
character.
5-lady team and this giant man. It's the same thing.
the same thing.
Put us all one on top of the other's shoulders with a trench coat. You can't tell the difference.
Can't tell the difference.
World's tallest gangster.
Using Elisa and Miranda as fucking gorilla arms.
Yeah,
Girl,
but
Illa
it's actually a
arms.
Voltron assembly. It's
You
not
just-
like a straight lineup.
Right, but did you see what I did there?
They're hanging
Girl,
out of the coat pockets.
girl, Illa arms.
We got it. Jesus.
I'm trying to sell this joke.
Let
gotta
it die
push it.
after the second try.
One more. Third time's a charm.
Wrong game to be getting a response on puns.
Jeez.
Fair.
We've got the data to scout the place. We don't have anything to do until tomorrow.
I'm into it. I doubt there would be any police file on Haynes, but I'd try to do a little bit of research on the individual prior to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll head over to the building and just sort of scope out.
There is none on the police, like
I'll be right back.
completely off grid. Like there's
No file, no nothing.
There's a citizen record, and
Sure.
it seems that they are an expat from Japan.
Haynes?
Haynes came from Japan, yeah. It was probably born
Huh.
there.
It's an interesting name.
No, he's probably not Japanese. Well, I mean, he just was born and raised in Japan.
Fascinating.
Yeah, Arasaka has all sorts of people working for him.
I guess so. We don't have any photos of this guy, do we?
You'd have a photo of him. He's an older gentleman, somewhere in his, like, kind of looks like he's in his 30s or 40s. And he has kind of like a very well kept, almost like villain-esque goatee. Kind of gray streaking in the hair around the ear, I think is how I described him last time.
Ooh. Trying to determine if there's anything I could like barter a roll for. But I can't really conjure anything up.
Okay.
I guess if there's like some kind of registry for the building that I could gain access to.
So that would definitely be, it's probably how the library search that got the fact that he's at this location
Okay.
was kind of utilized. Is there another piece of information you're trying to glean with that? Like, because you already have his exact location in the condo. Like, you could walk up
Oh,
to
we
his
do.
door. Yeah, I want to make sure that's clear.
I'm sorry. I thought I did not get. I
Yeah,
didn't glean
I
that.
thought we
I
just had
apologize.
the
I
building.
I thought we
apologize.
had like he's probably in this building.
Right. Sorry. Like, again, there's the directory. Like,
We have the dude's address. We have his apartment.
yeah. If you go into the building,
Okay.
it's not going to be a hard case to kind of like find it quickly. Yeah, you're good.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
No worries. And I probably didn't elucidate it too thoroughly.
Happens.
It's a common practice on my part.
Then
But
we just bag him and grab him.
you could just
Right.
go to his house and do that if you want to try that. That's absolutely something you could attempt to do.
You know what? We could start playing these things a little more gently, and less murder will happen in my apartment this way. If we just sort of scout the place and keep an eye out for the man, see what
Strap
he's
him
up
back to
see
my
what he
apartment.
does.
Strap him up to the old car battery. and he'll
It's
sit,
charged.
and he'll sing like
I know
an
it's in
angel,
my car.
mainly due in part to the fact that he'll be dead and amongst the heavenly host, but he will sing like an
Hey.
angel.
I'm okay with a B&E. We can do this.
I know you are. I respect that. But you know, maybe he's one of those, for example, psychopath net runners that has a nest of guns.
Okay, I understand that you're still feeling bad about that turret and that doorway. I get it, but we
I've
saved you.
just had a bad few weeks with you guys.
Like this whole year has been good. I miss Hungry.
And I'm not coming down on nobody. I'm not pointing no fingers. I'm just saying, let's try something different.
Well, let's be fair. No one said you needed to open that door, that the turret was behind. I said there's a runner in there, and you kicked the door in.
Yeah, you're right. You are correct.
So really, that's just your bad judgment.
No, I agree with you completely. I've regretted many things.
You know, if this is the way
So,
the entire session
Here's
goes,
what
I am
Kincaid-
nothing but regret. Thank
Yeah. Kincaid is gonna park his happy ass in his car with his Knox and his notepad. He's gonna keep an eye out.
for sure. Okay. So we're heading over there, and we are going to scout it out. So the building in question, it is much like the other Charter Hill buildings, very kind of ritzy looking, kind of neons, very vibrant colors, palm trees outside and nearby. It very much looks like an affluent location, kind of seated in between, or seated on the main strip of Charter Hill. You're pretty sure, just based on documentation, that Impure Cobra video was like filmed not too far from here. The Glittering Overture music video. You're pretty sure that the mayor used to live around here when he was running and not in the mayor's office.
Which
there's-
mayor is this?
This is Perales. You're pretty
Current mayor?
current mayor, correct. So
Okay,
before
sorry to
he-
cut you.
Yeah, no worries. Before he became mayor, he used to live around these parts. But yeah, you're pretty sure you're in a very affluent area. And looking at the building, other than being fancier than your average Night City building, there's really not much to it. Entryway looks like it has glass panels that let you see inside the lobby space, and the lobby space looks like it's very well lit.
How long are we going to watch this place for?
Oh, we're in stakeout mode. Sorry.
You guys are welcome to like go inside, take a look.
I mean, personally, I was thinking we see what it's looking like. If he's going in and out by himself. If he's not, maybe we need to call some people. Throw some more bodies at this.
Oh, I was under the impression that we reached out to Switch and Company by now, right? In case he does a runner, he eyes us, such as with Dr. Deepak. I hate running down the street.
It is my least favorite thing to do. Yeah.
Hate it.
It's up there, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, Zach, would Switch be wanting to meet us at the?
Yeah, if you ask, Switch will come, bring the crew. We can post a couple outside.
Okay. Uh, sorry, I'm doing some things behind the scenes here while you're going. Just let me know when you go inside, and I'll explain the scene. Or if you're wanting to investigate the outside, just ask me questions, and I'll answer them about the building as best I can.
Is this a mega building? What kind of population should we anticipate in such a place?
I'd say this is probably somewhere in the neighborhood of around 10 stories high. It's definitely not a mega building. It's a lot of rich people living in it. It looks like in the main kind of lobby area, it looks like there are a couple of restaurants kind of present in place to their end. It would be this building here, actually. Yeah.
But like easily several dozen like households reside in the building.
Yeah, you probably have
Okay.
somewhere in the neighborhood of around 24 like condominiums in the place at
Okay.
minimum. Probably three, no more than three per like level. Rich people shit, right?
Does Haynes? You gave us a brief description earlier. He doesn't exactly stick out like a sore thumb, necessarily.
No, you wouldn't. That's right. He very kind of nondescript, and based on what you understand of his position, he probably wears kind of just very typical like Arasaka gear. At least in all of the kind of lead up information, that's what you'd assume.
Is there any cameras on the outside of the building?
There are, and you would notice that they appear to have Arasaka branding on them.
Any
Of
net
course they-
architectures from out here?
Yeah, so the cameras would have a net architecture connection. You'd also notice that the entire building has 6 independent subnets. And it looks like one of those 6 independent subnets connects to the building just south of it. This larger building here.
What's that building?
Let me double check my notes.
Good one.
It's a good question.
Keep him on that back foot.
I believe this attaches it to the main local net, is the main thrust of why it's connected to it, but I just want to double check why I said to notate that specifically. So, this is the area in question where you're at is known as Lely Park. And that building there is kind of like the main kind of touristy kind of attraction location. It's almost like a mall, but not. And I think it's corporate owned, but I can't remember who it's owned by. I'll have to get on the ground in game and figure that out. But yeah, it's mainly just a connection to the local net of Night City. That makes sense?
Okay. Yeah, but then there's 3 other architects in here. Architectures.
There are 5 other architectures in here. 6 total.
That's so many.
That is quite a few. I don't know a thing about it. It just sounds like a lot.
For you, kind of as a layman, and also for the crowd at home, the best way to think of a net architecture is kind of like a Wi-Fi.
Gotcha.
It's a lot more than that, but the easiest way for you to kind of...
What if we also don't know how that works exactly?
It's a series of two.
Magic.
I believe Tom said the other
Yeah,
night.
there's like gears.
Yeah, there's gears in there. And
Yeah.
they are spinning.
Um,
Can I connect to any
Go
of them right here?
No. So it would seem that connection wise, they are going to be more of a like connect physically
Physically plug in.
situation, or be within like the normal cyber deck distance, not the 50 meters.
Okay. I mean,
I would like to
could-
watch for delivery people into the building and see if there's any that are frequently going in or stores close to here.
So as I mentioned, this strip here is the main thoroughfare. Excuse me, for Charter Hill. It's kind of where a lot of the activity is kind of happening and present. As you're in stakeout mode, I assume you're parked not too far from this location. Kind of looking at the entry passageways and kind of situations they're in. Um, it would seem to you that the parking happens in the building proper, but you believe that it's under the building, not above ground. And there appears to be kind of a back way to that parking. There's also a raised kind of promenade or walk that's like directly above the kind of side street, which you can see kind of here. It's this little L-shaped thing that kind of goes underneath um, the marker there. As far as deliveries, in the time that you're there, none are being kind of dropped off. There doesn't appear to be anything being dropped off, and you would know, despite being a dystopian like horror future, deliveries for like general USPS are not run on Sundays,
it's Saturday though.
and they're also not run at Saturday in the middle of the fucking night. Because remember, you guys got finished with your
All right, Night City.
Night City. It's called Night
Didn't
City.
think about that.
It's called Night
It's
City.
nighttime right now?
You didn't think about that
So, quick note: it's called Night City not because it's a city at night,
because of Mr. Knight.
because
Yes.
of Mister, the King of the Night. Anyway, but yeah, there does appear to be different access points. It does look like the connections are actual walkways to the kind of larger building on the south side there, and it seems that that's where the physical cables that connect the net architecture to the local net kind of run to. And the assumption is too that the other 5 subnets are probably getting local net access from that one.
Oh, see? So all we gotta do is go sever that. And then everyone will freak out because they don't have their Wi-Fi.
We don't have their local net, but yeah, that could cause a situation.
It's a big situation.
Is that something you're able to do?
Sure, it's something I could do. What the repercussions are could be something different.
It does
Um,
sound like this would get you shot.
Yeah, does a bit.
like a bunch.
all right. During this time, I want to check out the little L-shaped connection to the building.
Sure. So it does appear to be a promenade that connects this building's kind of third floor. Pretty sure it's the third floor. We're gonna go with that for now. I obviously hold power to retcon that at a later point. It seems to connect to the building to the left or west, which appears to be more of a kind of standard strip mall with the clothing vendor. Just across the street to the south, there's a bar. And then there's just all sorts of different types of smaller vendors, like jewelry stores, ritzier kind of fare on ground level. You just walk up the sidewalk and kind of pop into whatever you'd want to. and then it
Are
looks
these
like
places still running at this time?
some of them are.
Okay.
Most of them probably.
So I'm asking, like, it's not suspicious that there are like shoppers around.
No. There's a lot of people
Cool.
here. Yeah, it is. It is definitely. Um, it is packed. It's a Saturday night. People are moving around, and they're the well-to-do. So it looks like they have like kind of purpose.
Sorry to cut you off. Thank you.
I'll ask. I can't remember her name, but the girl that was following me around during the last session.
Miranda?
Miranda.
Yeah, if she
Oh,
wants
look at me.
to tag along.
Yeah, she'll stay with you.
Okay, I'll go up and actually go into that store or the stores and see how easy it is to get across to the other building.
Sure. Yeah, it's not terribly hard to kind of get up to that split level and kind of make your way. And like I said, it goes to the third level of this other kind of condominium space here. And according to signage, it seems to lead to the Charter Hills Metro line. So if you wanted to, you could walk through this passageway, right, all the way up to this passageway on the other side of that building, kind of right through the building, and then up to this very large and massive building here. And this is the Charter Hill Metro station.
But where does Arthur live?
Arthur lives here, right there.
Yeah. So which one? I want to get through that walkway. This one.
That's the walkway I'm talking about. So like you could go across to his apartment or his condo. It looks like it requires keycard access on that side, or you could go north, and going north would take you to the Charter Hill Metro station.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I want to go south.
Yeah, it's absolutely carded off. So when you get to it, it requires keycard access or RFID for it to be opened. The door there, kind of, it's almost like a hotel, like a more modern hotel if you've been to. Like you need your card to kind of like get into the place after hours.
Okay. How busy is it right there? And is there cameras right there?
Dead cameras, yes. But yeah, nobody's really passing by in that area. There are a few people who are kind of going up towards Charter Hill, and then there's a bunch of people who are kind of coming back from the metro station.
How many cameras? Right there.
So there's one on the door you exited out onto the promenade, and then there's one over the door that goes into the condo. Both can see the promenade in between.
Okay, that's why I was wondering if I can get out of line of sight of them, where I can still see them, type thing.
Absolutely, and
Like,
solution. Okay, so
Like,
yeah,
if it's like around a corner or whatever, where you can see that there's clearly a camera, but it's not pointed directly at me.
go ahead and give me a stealth roll just to see if we can kind of like possibly get a ooga on you, some eyes. Yeah. Miranda doesn't stand out. She actually, when she kind of understands that you're trying to remain incognito, will switch her jacket. Like she'll take her jacket and flip it inside out. The interior being like black lined, and similar to the exterior, just different colors and like more stealthy, less high vis. Okay. Are you waiting for anything in particular to happen at these doors in this passageway?
No, I'll send a text to the group saying I think I found a way in. I can disable the cameras and we can try to just open the door. Electronic security. But we'd have to be quick. We only have a 60-second window.
Look at Kincaid and be like, do you want to keep waiting or you want to go?
Muted.
Can't hear you, buddy.
Sorry. I was ready that time. How soon do you have the opening?
Now?
Like, is it on your mark, or do we need to be moving now?
Anytime should be fine. And as long as no one comes by.
No one comes by.
Roll a d10, Dan. Gil.
Oh shit, I accidentally bumped it too. Hold on.
Right in
Cool.
the middle.
Yeah, it's cool that you can click the dice and it just automatically puts it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll head up. We should probably go separate directions, so we're not all. Because we got what Squints, Kincaid,
Yeah,
Switch,
unfortunately,
and at least one or two other people.
you're eventually going to have to file in because there's really only one way to get to where he's at, unless you're going to drive all the way to the metro station with part of your group and then walk down that promenade. But eventually, you're going to be on the third floor of the adjacent building,
Okay.
making your way up to that floor and making your way across to that door for the promenade.
All right. Yeah, I'll trust him. I'll head in that direction.
Same.
Okay. You arrive.
Sure.
All right, I want to go ahead and do a big sleep on these cameras.
So you jack into the camera.
Yes.
The most important interface roll you've ever made to remain undetected.
Is that...
Can I throw 2 luck at him?
You can throw 1 luck because that's how shipping in
Oh,
works.
1 luck. Sorry, my bad.
What's the DV? What do I gotta beat?
So the DV is the person you're jacking into, or the security tech who's currently in that system's own personal concentration and concentration roll. So
This doesn't get the +1 for being within a certain range, right? That's just actual quick hacks.
it is a quick hack, and if I would say that you're in range, so yeah, it's fine.
All right, this should get
Did we
an
get our
additional
luck
+1
back
to this.
from
Oh, +2.
I guess we weren't done.
Not from last night, but yeah.
Boom!
Add 2 to that.
Forget I said anything.
Okay. And hold on
A
a
solid
second.
24.
They're gonna have like a 23, yeah.
And it's concentration is the contest, right?
And you put mine in
believe
there
so.
as well?
Yeah, it'd be 24.
Concentration was the contest.
I think so. I was gonna grab my book and look.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna roll concentration. If it's not that, we'll go with something different. Okay. So you manage to get past the individual who's on site, but you do realize when you enter in, kind of tiptoe into the net architecture, that you're not alone. There is someone who appears to be kind of in these sections. Shutting the camera off will probably cause a response.
Yeah, anything I do is gonna cause a response to this person, huh?
I mean, again, they could be sleeping on the job. You don't know for certain. What you do know is that there is someone that is currently connected to this via the net architecture that the security grid is on.
Can you find that person?
Is that possible? To see like where they are?
Ping?
You could ping.
Like physically located.
You could ping. You'd be pinging the camera.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your interface to see if ping goes off. I believe that's sufficient. 14. Yeah, so you would note that there are 28 operators that are connected to this net architecture. And what you're realizing is that this net architecture that the camera is connected to, it is the same net architecture that is connected to the local net. This appears to be Security HQ. And from what you can tell, as a net architecture on its own, it is a 9-level data fortress. The 28 operators that are connected to it are connected to it in 3 methods. Hollow call, activated by name statement first, so they have code names. You state the name, you are connected with that individual automatically. There appears to be an overarching command call as well, and there are squad-based command calls. As I mentioned, there are a total of 28. There appear to be 4 5-man squads, which appear to be patrols. Based on what you're detailing here, those patrols are maneuvering around the space, but one of them is kind of just stationed on the corner of the street, which is kind of down. Not the street like near the promenade here, but this one like over this way. And with your stakeout kind of stuff, you've been paying attention to these patrol individuals. You never asked questions about it, but I wasn't mentioning them right off the bat. But we'll say that you're aware of them. There are 5 operators over there, and then one of the other signals that's on your 28 list is a Militech Centaur, which are the robots
The
with the
mechs?
machine
Okay.
guns. Yeah. Just standing idly in kind of like the center position there. And then the other 7 operators appear to be all throughout the building, as far as you can tell. And they are what are known as sleepers. And sleepers are basically netrunners who are jacked in at all times. These are the counter intel agents that might be tracking you. So the one that you are pinging to try and catch onto, the one who's active in this specific neighborhood, appears to be one of these sleepers.
There's a lot more going on here than I was expecting, guys.
All good news, I hope.
For a security detail for a condo of this size, this is kind of outrageous.
Yeah. I think we might need to get some more info about this. And I'll relay all that information to everyone. It's just a lot to repeat. So I hope everyone paid attention.
Yeah, it would have been the nastiest thing I could have done to you if you failed that interface roll to stealth in, by the way. It would have been the first time I've ever committed to deploying Soul Killer on a player character, so I would have genuinely been honored it was you, but at the same time I also would have been really sad because
Worth it.
it's a good way to go. But no, yeah, this appears to be a goddamn fortress. So you don't know who's here that's that important. But I mean, this is like high mid-level fucking security detail. Like this is something you'd see at like a corpo like place downtown. This is a little bit heavier than what you'd anticipate out here in Charter Hill, where Arasaka doesn't really have presence.
This is a secret military skiff.
Could be.
I think we should back out and see if we can find out any information.
How long do you have the cameras off?
60 seconds, so we should be quick. Actually, I haven't even turned them off yet. This is
Yeah.
still before I've even turned them off, before we've even
You
went up.
jacked in and you pinged. Those are the only 2 actions you've used so far.
Are these traceable things, or nobody's aware of you?
He entered in. That would be the first opportunity for them to trace him. What he leaves, a later point they could track down that there was a netrunner in there if he doesn't deploy a method to kind of cover his escape. Cloak would be what he needs to do at the end, or he could try and be really kind of, angsty and throw a virus in there. But if they're able to fuck with that virus, then they'll be able to
They
know
can handle
who
a virus.
deployed it as well.
Do I actually still have any of G's viruses on me?
I wouldn't do that.
No,
I don't think that's wise.
No, the one that you had you boxed it killed itself.
Oh, yeah, it deteriorated.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
That
Yeah.
doesn't need to feed on a fortress.
But the enemy
Okay,
of
yeah.
my enemy is also let's make more enemies.
Ate the
Yeah,
entire
I just want to
enemy.
do a cloak roll, and I'm going to back out and say we should get out of here for now.
Make your cloak roll. Okay. As far as you understand it, when you jack out, no alarms go off, nothing crazy.
We might need to reach out to whatever Janie's dad's name was. Insert name.
And Jiro.
Good zero.
See if we can find out any information on this, because there might be someone a lot more important than Arthur here. That might make this a lot harder than we were expecting. Or he's a very important guy.
What's nearby in the vicinity where Leo called us to?
So you're basically on the same street. You're just 3 or 30 feet or so above it, on like a catwalk. The way you entered in was through like kind of like a mall like a designer mall and kind of also residences, which is that white building that the eye is kind of directly over. So right about here.
I'm gonna make a big show of, having a cigarette, walking around through that mall after Leo's like, okay, I can't do this, we're backing out. 'Cause
Absolutely.
if we're all leaving at the same time after this enormous breach in security,
Yeah,
I don't need that.
for sure. And just so you understand, you can smoke anywhere inside of the space, and
Good.
there are security operators in that building, the mall area, and what you'll notice is that they do also appear to be Arasaka, but they don't look like they're kind of like they're grunts. They're effectively just wearing like the cap, the light.
They're not like the top of the line.
Yeah, they're like light armor jacks. Simple gear.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Kincaid is like pacing around outside of I don't know, like a mortgage refinancing place.
For sure.
Something.
Or like a lawyer's office.
Yeah. He needs those. Rest of you find your damn way home. That sounds bigger than us.
Should we report that back to Rogue and see if she understood that, of where he's at?
I don't think it's a matter of Rogue understanding where he's at. He's not in a place where we thought we could reach him.
Yeah, it's a fair assumption that she knows Arthur Haynes resides in Charter Hill. That with the library search and how easily that information was pulled, you can dollars to donuts that she knows, right? It's just whether or
Right,
not
but being that high secured, though.
she hired an
I mean,
editor to get him.
we're aware he's counterintelligence, so he's going to be part of something big. I doubt he's the big thing. He just happens to be tagged on to something going on. And for whatever reason, that happens to be located outside of his home. Is my assumption. I don't have the authority to tell you that's the case.
Well, on the bright side, we still have a phone call to listen into tomorrow.
Yeah. None of us got murdered by Arizaka. Guys, the coast is clear. Come inside. Thanks for that one.
Hey, at least we didn't go in, right?
Everybody, come here.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna kick the door in.
Yeah. Again, it would have it could have ended horribly if that interface roll wasn't as good as it was, because you saw the counterintelligence officer's concentration roll. Like, they're very diligent in those net architectures, and yeah, playing Soul Killer only takes about 5 rounds. So
I mean, I could have fought my way through. I just didn't really want to, take up the
yeah,
whole
no,
session.
for sure.
You guys are welcome.
For sure.
You had him on the ropes.
I definitely want to put
That
the
ping?
the more we kind of engage with like higher tier netrunner shit, like I kind of want to make sure the fear of God is in you, like, and I mean that literally and also in like the narrative sense, like.
It sounded like, and I'm just spitballing here again. John, tell me if I'm totally off base. It sounded like you could have just spoken Arthur Haynes' name and just gotten his exact location right then and there. Possibly.
They were code names, though.
Yeah, they had
So-
code names. It doesn't seem like Arthur's connected to that net architecture. It seems like everybody who's connected to that net architecture is a part of Arasaka security detail. And based on their
okay.
operational functions, Leo, if you'd like, you can make a business roll.
He was good at that, right?
Sure.
You work and have worked in a business. So operationally, you are familiar with how counterintelligence works. The only reason you would have that much asset on the field is for a possible plausible deniability. The 5 subsections, the other nets, could be isolated and then destroyed physically. Typically, in like a location like this, you don't partition the net or the building. Everybody just connects to the same net. So it seems like whatever's going on in here, there's reason for it to be partitioned 5 ways.
Yep. Seems like fuck that place. Or maybe we need to meet someone from Arasaka who can give us a little bit of info in this.
Maybe.
Maybe I get to box one of those robots. Who's to say?
Honestly, that shit will be fucking epic because I think you could punch right through them. I did it in the video
Yeah,
game. You could
Fuck
do
a
it
robot.
in this game. Rip the
All
gun
right, so we're
off.
just gonna roll to the next day.
If you want to. Is there anything anybody else wants to do in the scene? No? Okay. Then
Not
yeah.
that I can really think of, no.
We'll roll to Sunday. Absolutely fine. So, what are the plans? What's the goal? What are we doing with the lady?
Attempting some kind of wiretap? I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna show up Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, and the phone in question, like I said, it's an old data term. So these are not used very often for phone calls because most people have phones that are in their heads. Neuroports come with them. They were used at the latest, your presumptions, back in like the 2040s, 2050s. But looking it over, you also notice it looks like it's been tampered with quite a bit.
Well, I want to show up early enough to make sure that the lady's there.
Yeah, she's there. She's
Just
not
want
at
that phone
the, not
call
at
to
the
be right.
data term, but like she's at her
Yeah, brothel.
Yeah. And you were talking to her?
Yeah.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, I was talking over you.
Still good for that phone call today?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You're not gonna tell him anything about us, right?
Right. Of course not.
Okay, good. Okay, then I want to go check the phone out, and I see that it's been tampered with.
Yeah, it looks like it's been tampered with. Like not recently. Like it looks like it's it's old, and it looks like there's been aftermarket kind of shenanigans that have happened to it. Also, the area that you're in, if memory serves, you are in kind of like Tiger Claw / Mox territory. So there's tags all over it. It's like a hot mess.
This is like a phone booth?
It is like a phone booth. A data term is basically like, imagine if somebody fused a newspaper dispenser, a ATM, a telephone, and like a computer access port into one box, and then put that inside of a small little cubicle you can go into and pay money to utilize.
Is there any reason that I would know, like, as a bad reason to jack into this, like physically jack into one, if I can?
I mean, you're looking around, and again, if you're like wanting to check it physically, you can make a either basic tech roll or a cyber tech roll. The DVs for these will be different and will yield different results depending on which one you choose.
Hey, Squints, you want to check this out? Squints can do it way better than me.
Squints,
Whatever we actually rolling.
so it's either basic tech or cyber tech. You have ranks in demolition,
Yes, I do.
so the DV will be lower for you.
Oh,
Well, that sounds scary.
that's probably
Plug
not.
in, blow up.
And we are doing.
Your choice of either basic tech or cyber tech. It will yield different results, but based on what you choose.
I'm gonna do cyber tech.
Cool. DV's 13. More than passed. So what you're going to recognize that this box has been messed with. It no longer connects to the local net. It seems to connect to a agent, like a cell phone. And basically someone took what appears to be the chrome that would be put inside of a living human person to give them like a phone in their ear, and they've connected that to the data term station. So all of the data terms information that's pulled to it is just going through this agent. The agent's also connected to like the utilities, so it's actually getting like charged that way. And the data term is obviously still connected to the local utilities, except for the local net. It does appear that the box that you just entered into, as you were kind of like entering into it, you would have noticed that there appears to be kind of connections to the phone and connections to the internals of the data term that all sync up to this one box. And when you look at the box, you realize it's not a box at all. It is a plastic sealed block of what appears to be C6 Flatfire. C6 Flatfire, if you're not familiar with, is like C4, but like in the future. I think it's actually C9 in 2045, so I just have to double check my notes.
Who knows what C they're up to now?
Yeah, so many high, so high as C's. It's actually funny. Your brother and I had a gimmick back when we played Cyberpunk 2020 in like 2009 or some shit, where we played Street Fighter 6 or something in Cyberpunk 2020. So who knows what Street Fighter they're up to now? Obviously none, because they can't use it. It's
Probably at
copyrighted.
least 7.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like there is a very rudimentary kind of, if you tamper with this will go off. And it looks like it's probably enough C6 to like blow up a good, 30 feet of just material.
I'll let the group know, and can I look at it and see if I can undo it? I know you said if it gets tampered with, but how
if you want to make a demolition
crazy
roll,
does it look?
basically the situation I want to make sure you're entering into, you understand. The situation that you're walking into is very much a, like, if you don't succeed, you will blow up. Like, I just want to make sure that you're clear.
Let's go ahead and not do that with my rolls. I'm going to go ahead and just play that safe.
Yeah, if you want to play it safe,
I'm gonna back up.
But you could do it. I'm just saying, like, the DV is not...
I'm sure I could.
The DV is not terribly high. Like, I think it's a...
Buddy, I roll ones like a champ.
It is a 17. But yeah, if you want to back out, I'm okay with that.
I have a 9 in demolition, so that's still kind of
Yeah, that's... You'd have to roll...
And I only have 2 more luck.
Yeah. And the most you could get from everybody else is 3, so... I understand.
Well, yeah, we'll pass on the... we're past.
Totally cool.
Well, still, just anybody could walk in and use that phone.
Yeah, most people don't use
That's
a data
terrifying.
term though, like, because it's like, why would you? And
Okay.
yeah, like when you pass a telephone, like a phone booth, in the rare cases that happens in modernity.
I don't remember the last time I saw a phone booth.
Yeah, this is
let alone a payphone at all.
This is probably one of like maybe a handful that exists in Night City. Go ahead, Daniel.
Does it look like it'll be detonated if someone physically messes with it, or that it can also be done remotely?
Physically messes with it. So if someone were to take the data term's hard drive, like the processing unit, like that whole core station, or if anybody was to fuck with the way that it's currently connected to the agent, the ear agent.
Okay, but it doesn't look like someone could do it remotely.
No, it doesn't look like there is a remote detonator on this device.
All right, and then just jacking into it would also trigger it?
Jacking into the phone? Or jacking into the data term?
Data term.
There's nothing in your mind that would denote that would be the case. It's a these are physical strings that I'm talking about here. These are not connections. Like, it is very much connected to the core box of the data term, the processor and hard drive of the thing, and the phone that's connected to.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to think if I could jack in and actually get any data from when he calls her.
Right. So you could try to tamper with it, but to tamper with it in that way, like to kind of jack into it and be in it, you either have to be at the phone with her when she's making the call and be physically there with her, but you don't know how the call operates. If it's a hollow call, you would be visible. Or you'd have to tamper with the processor, and we already discussed how that works.
Yeah. No, I really just want to hear how the call goes.
Okay.
But...
So There is another way of kind of listening to the conversation, and that's by jacking into her.
Oh, no. Yeah, I could do that. I could stay more than 30 feet away.
She appears to be more.
Hey, I want to ask her herself. Do you know anything about that? The explosives that are rigged?
Oh, she's inside of her
Oh, sure.
spot. She's not out there with you. This is a little bit of a walk away from her location.
Gotcha.
So if you want to go back to her and interrogate her, you won't be able to be like point out that kind of situation.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't want to scare her if she doesn't know about it.
Yeah. You could have been vaporized 30 times over. Like, literally, there's enough C6 down
But I
there.
will go in and talk to her, and I'll just write out on a card, like, do you have more of the chips? And I'll turn on my bug tracer thing.
She gave you them. Yeah.
She gave me all of them. I'm making sure she hasn't got another shipment or something
She hasn't gotten any new
kooky
ones.
like that.
And she doesn't get shipments for them. Typically what happens is he tells her where she has to go to pick them up.
And they're
I think I
shipped from
mentioned that.
somewhere.
No. She goes and she picks them up at like a drop spot.
And she ships them to herself. Where she lived.
Okay.
Just roll with it, John.
All right.
The phrasing doesn't have to be perfect.
Self-shipping. Got it. I'm with you, Zach. I'm with you.
Jesus.
You're right.
We're on the same team, damn it.
Alright, yeah.
Alright.
Just jack into her whenever she goes.
Yeah. You certainly can. And if you want to hide the fact that you're jacked into her, you can make an interface roll.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll talk to her. I was like, look, there's a solid chance whoever you're talking to knows what's happened to you. He probably knows we've interacted with you. Try to stay natural. Don't bother lying to him. Just keep him on the line as long as you can. Have a normal call with him. Do whatever. Pretend we're not here.
She probably knows you're in her
Don't worry about me.
Huh?
She probably knows you're in her head. And she probably just heard what Kincaid said. And you can see that she's starting to sweat and she's becoming like a little bit like jittery. And she's like, okay. You're the cop, so it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Do I get her a can of Smash? What's the thing that makes you like relax?
I'm sure there are a lot.
Bitumen.
Drugs.
The legal ones, mister. I'll give her a cigarette. That's fine.
The classic cigarette. Okay, so she is going to take the phone call unless there's anything else based on what we've said so far that you guys want to do.
Oh, man, sounds like we're just gonna watch this old lady.
Yep.
Like
From a safe
fucking Wile E.
distance.
Coyote.
Oh my god.
Zach Effie got anything to add? Do you want to paint a tunnel on a wall?
You guys are doing great. You don't need anything
Thanks,
from
man.
me.
I mean, because this part actually involves you. Like your character be interested in.
Yeah, you might get blown up too.
It's your turf.
It is your turf. It's
Who's
right.
blowing up your turf?
It's
Who's
right in your neck of the woods. Actually, you probably don't live
booby
too far
trapping
from
your
here.
turf?
And you'd be aware of this brothel, like in its existence.
No pressure. No pressure.
I mean, we all went into it last session together.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, what if there's a way we can stuff it with tiger claws? and
And then
Hey,
blow it
thinking.
up.
Just put a free shitty motorcycle sign on the boot.
Free motorcycle. Do you like motorcycles that are breakable?
Yeah. Okay. So, anything else? Obviously, that Tiger Claw plan's not going to work.
No.
They would never fall for that. Okay. Then she's going to make the phone call. She's going to go ahead and make the call. You're watching from her, basically, internals. Have effectively hacked her cyber eyes and will be watching her in the scene play out. She stands there, doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Can I also, like, is there a way to broadcast this to everyone else in the group or no?
Did he robot for you guys or just me?
Yeah.
A tiny bit.
Okay.
Sorry.
There you go.
I
Give
was
us
asking,
10.
is there a way to broadcast
It's-
this to
So bad.
Is there a way to broadcast this to everyone else? Is
No.
what he's asking, but it is coming in pretty poorly.
No, because you don't have there's a lot of tools that require you to be a streamer, and yeah, it's not as easy as just click and a press of a button. Yeah, you can't
Do you
stream
think
with
John does this just
Right?
every day?
This is a
I
lot.
think just
This
anyone
takes-
can do what John
This
does.
takes effort.
How do you become a floating head? It's
How do
crazy.
It's crazy. And what people typically look like in holo calls. Anyway, no, you cannot stream it out, but you can definitely kind of, broadcast what's happening, keep them up to date.
Is it any better now?
Yes.
Yes.
Stop downloading that. Yeah.
That, you know.
No.
It didn't.
No dice.
At exactly 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, the data term activates a call notification. He very quickly kind of reaches down and hits the button, and you see the screen pop up with a icon, the G icon, which we've seen kind of printed on stuff. It then switches from that to a video, hollow style, of what appears to be a man's face, and in a strange amount of shadow, but you can make out details. Appears to be an Asian man, probably somewhere in his 50s, and just kind of like a stern look on his face. You are alone, and you see him kind of looking around. She kind of like pauses for a second, almost as if she's waiting for someone to kind of like interface or engage with her. But if left to her own devices, she says, No, I'm not.
This evil woman.
And he says, That's unfortunate. You are required to be per our contract, our deal.
Can I puppet her?
Yeah.
Can I talk? Can I make them talk when I puppet them?
No.
No. Okay, never mind.
Doll chips are required for that. If you want to do proxy shit, you gotta do proxy shit. He'll say, Well, I want you to still go through with the process. But once the job is done, this time, I will be removing my protection from you. And she kind of, like kind of sadly kind of like utters like a little bit of a gasp. And I don't know what will happen to you. I'm so sorry. Since I'm sure your new friends will hear, drop location is inside of the normal spot, just by the water. You know where to look. If they find out about this, you will most likely be facing repercussion from them. I want you to grab the contents of this. I want you to utilize the 3 chips that I'm giving you on 3 very important individuals that will be visiting your patients. One named Abizo Koga. The other 2, we'll name off 2 names that don't matter. And then the other 7 chips should be sufficient for your new friends. Offer them to them. They won't take them. I'm sure they've been on my tail for a while, so many. But I want you to offer them. And try to get them to install them. Whatever methods you kind of starts, you can kind of see that the cyber optics are blurring due to tears. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Atomi-sama. And he'll say, I know. But such is life. It always ends. And the screen will flicker close. The G symbol will appear for a second. It will then disconnect entirely. And you'll kind of see some sparks kind of shoot out of the back, which makes you kind of all kind of like pause for a second. But it doesn't seem to detonate the C6. It seems like he's just kind of effectively destroyed his phone on the interior.
We'll wait for her to walk out.
She kind of looks like a dead person. Like she looks like a zombie walking away. Her face is pale. And she'll head back towards her shop. Unless she's intercepted by you on the way.
No, I'll go in the shop with her.
Okay.
We need to know where the drop is.
Yeah. On the water, if you just make your way, down. And she just seems so panicked, but she'll eventually kind of tell you. It's on the water here.
Do you want to show us?
And she would explain the exact location, and she would shake her head. No. No, I don't want to. Your friend said to be honest. I couldn't lie to him. I know you told me that I had to.
I know that you're afraid of him, and you are going to miss the protection. But we are going to take care of him, and there will be nothing for you to worry about.
Not him that I'm afraid of.
Who are you afraid of?
And you're kind of standing there, Switch, and you understand that this brothel, based on what you understand, has been utilized by the Tiger Claws quite a bit. And the main reason that the mocks exist in this campaign setting, and content warning, sexual assault, all that kind of stuff. But the mocks were formed when one of the girls that worked for Lizzie was essayed and killed by Tiger Claws. In response, Lizzie Borden killed those Tiger Claws and mounted their fucking heads outside of her establishment. In reciprocation, Tiger Claws burned it to the ground and killed Lizzie, and then riots broke out for months. A bunch of small gangs basically formed together and created what is now known today as the mob. But just because the Mox stood up against it doesn't mean that everybody has the power to do likewise.
I'll look at Switch.
Feels like an opportunity for an olive branch
For new protection.
for the box. Switch, you want to adopt this old lady? Get her away from this exploding payphone.
I mean, no, Switch is not a motherly or fatherly figure. Not adopting shit.
I mean, you don't personally have to. The box, look at it as another business on the turf you guys are competing for.
Other business
Wouldn't the
that
Mox
may
want
protect
claim
it?
of this brothel?
More so than blowing it up, yeah? No,
Got
yeah.
good news and I got bad news. There is a
Or even
payphone
at
that is
minimum to
just
keep it
ripe
out
and
of
ready
Tiger
to go.
Claw's hands.
Yeah, if there is a way we can.
Yeah, so you're probably most like the thing you'd think to first, like you said, you're not like a parental type or like a guardian type. You're kind of, here for the more forward thinking kind of stuff. But Amelia probably could muster something up. If you want to leave it in her hands and just say you contact her, that can be handled
Probably.
behind the scenes without Switch involved. But if you want to personally involve yourself in it, that's also an option.
I don't think Switch would.
Yeah.
Unless Amelia needed them.
No. Yeah, if you contact Amelia, she'll say, I'll get right on it. I'll see what Zoe thinks. Or what Suzy Q thinks. Zoe's a Valentina. I don't know why I get them mixed up. They both have like cool face plates. Anywho.
Can I do a library search on Abizo Koga?
Abizo Koga, yeah. Koga is a tiger claw of some repute. Kind of a big deal.
No, I don't know anything.
I mean, it's definitely a name that comes up, but there's not a lot to it. But yeah, definitely kind of like
I
a
mean, if they're a
mover.
Tiger Claw, they probably have some criminal record.
Oh yeah, for sure. Abizo has a lot. For some reason, when you do check him, you'll note that a lot of his stuff that is still on record appears to be related to murder regarding like theft of cyberware. It's almost like a scabs rap sheet when you look at Koga shit.
Okay. So sort of a
I'll
chop
turn
shop
and look at
situation.
the lady.
Mhm.
Is there anything you want to offer us?
What? For what?
He was leaving you 10 chips.
Oh yes, I have to. You heard. Will you take them?
Of course we will.
Okay.
Thank you for offering.
And then just somebody puts a gun to the back of her head.
No, I'm invested.
Fair.
No, I actually don't
If
want
she
to kill her.
survived that Looney Tunes shit, I'm gonna keep her around.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on that phone booth. It's gonna be keeping me up at night.
You just, like, you're laying there, you're on the other side of the city, you just hear, like, a way off in the distance, just a pop.
Just
You're like,
here.
was that her? I don't know.
Son of a bitch.
Could have been.
I'm good to move to the chips if you guys are.
So when you descend down, you're actually moving through Tiger Claw territory a bit, and it does look like there are a lot of Tiger Claws kind of stationed in and around this area. It is that coast, and I'll kind of move in on it a little bit more on this side. But that coast there, it's basically a series of corrugated slats and kind of panels that have been set up with old shipping containers and the like. And it creates this kind of like lean-to kind of shanty town, like right there on the water. And it seems that the majority of the people that are present in this space are either Tiger Claws themselves or people who are just kind of like, affiliated with them. Similar style and dress, may not be gang related, but are definitely like ingratiated within their number. Are you walking all the way to the coast like you own the place? Are you looking for a different vector to kind of come at that position that she cited? You presume that she's kind of able to blend in, but obviously you plus Mox not going to have that same kind of ditch. I will say too, for
Jody's a sore thumb.
yeah, fucking goggles, dumb looking dork. Look at me! I'm gonna go into the tight.
They're on the top of my head.
Okay. Four eyes. Uh, as most of the people that I'm looking at are wearing glasses. So what I'm saying is you can try and find a different avenue for engaging with the drop point, or you can just walk in like you own the place. These are the two options.
I actually just look at Switch, see what they want to do.
The neighborhood that they are in is Tiger Claw. That is very much their territory, and the borderlands that you understand it kind of actually kind of meet out this way. So they are in their territory. You would be walking into their territory. The war has not kind of gone that far.
Then can we sneak? Because I don't want to draw too much attention.
Okay. So stealth and kind of coming at it from a different angle is your goal here. You can sneak through the area right down to it, or you could go up on the highland, and there is a series of like architecture, kind of right about here-ish, that you could descend down. Basically, construction work that was being done on that sidewall. About 50 feet high, actually. If again, hard to kind of tell verticality here, but this road here, you can see it kind of bends down and comes around. But this area down here is about 50 feet below that road up above. There are ladders and kind of structures that head down to that location.
Switch and their crew would want to go down the bridge just because they're
Cautious. Yeah, she'll whip
Yeah.
around. Elise will whip around in the Barbie mobile and roll over there if you want.
hmm Unless somebody has a strong pushback.
Nope.
Cool.
And I think we described the car. Did we describe the car with you guys, or was that with Dark Guy's crew that Twitch played with for a second? Elise, the young kind of like more looking Mox, more traditional, just boring Mox. She drives around in a pink, like it's almost like a Corvette, but obviously not. It's definitely an older car from like the 2020s, and it's completely covered with pink paint. It looks like the Malibu Barbie like car.
Sweet. So are we gonna meet them there?
If you want to go with them, again, you could all go the same direction.
Kincaid's got the car, so
I mean, we
No.
might as well follow them. I
Kate-
assumed.
Kincaid doesn't have the car. Quince has the car.
oh, you're right.
Okay. Squints has the car.
If we decided to drive mine, yes.
Sure, we'll take yours for now. In the future, Kincaid's more often than not going to drive separately.
No,
But I'll throw you a vote on this one.
Okay, no, you had the first session. I think Zach W is right on this. Kincaid's driving. You had your one session. That's it. The car will never be mentioned again.
It could come up again later. It's just I'm
Sure.
less likely to do it. But I'm fully willing to follow the lead of Switch and company, since they are kind of representing their territory right now. We don't want to cause a flare up of a gang war if we can help it.
Sure. Because you're going kind of the wide route. All I need is an athletics roll. You don't have to really hide yourself. You're just more or less the climbing and kind of moving yourself down is the hard part. The DV
You want it from everyone?
Yeah, the DV is 9. If you're unable to make it, you're unable to kind of make it to the bottom. Some part
Athletics.
of it, yeah, some part of it is going to be too much for you. Like you just like I can't climb down, or this is too high. This is kind of stuff. Everybody's had these feelings in real life. It doesn't come up very often in tabletop role playing games.
I haven't had my own fear of heights come up terribly frequently.
And Switch, if you want to maintain kind of like a high position, or if you want to go down with them, that's fine too.
I'm just staying with the group.
No,
yeah,
not
I
Squid.
don't
Sorry,
see-
Switch.
Those are similar names. That's
Yeah.
gonna be tricky.
It's been bothering me since he started. Like, I have trouble with it.
Too bad.
I know. I'm just like, shut up and take it, but listen close.
Switch, squints. They're close, I guess, but they're very different. Since there's no response on that, I'll go ahead and assume that Switch is staying back with the crew, and everybody else is going down. You make it down to the box location that is explained to you. Basically, there is kind of construction work that I mentioned that's kind of going on there. There is like a small little construction trailer that looks like it's been taken over by tiger claws and painted over. Doesn't look like anybody's in it, but behind it there is a wall, and in that wall is a secret panel. You've been given information on opening it. Inside there's an all food box, just like the one back that you got the chips out of originally. And sure enough, there are a total of 10 doll chips inside.
Between Squints and I, could we rig up one of those chips to actually just do something different?
What are you wanting it to do?
I don't know. Self-destruct.
When slotted?
Yeah.
Explosives would be a bit difficult. You're not going to get like a whole bunch. It's not going to be like a massive explosion.
No, just the person.
Yeah, I mean,
But the guy whose neck gets hit out of commission.
It'll probably just be the neck, right? Like, it probably won't be a massive explosion, but there's enough C6 back at that box that if you wanted to disarm that, you could use it.
We could just attach one of my, like, knives to the chip when they put it in the knife.
Well,
Yeah,
was
nobody will
thinking-
notice that big fucking knife.
Yeah, that's the glowing knife.
It's a knife, but it's connected to like a massive like mechanical
It's like a
arm.
slingshot
So when it
crossbow.
when it plugs it in, it just like just keeps stabbing.
It's connected to a micro SD. Duct tape to it.
Oh yeah, no, or just like a full like hard drive, and like the spinning of it causes it to rotate, and it's like connected to an actuator arm, so that the perfect.
Or I was
Those are
just
great
thinking
plans.
something that we could still give them to that lady. She could still issue them to the people that G wanted, but instead of him gaining control, it just like zeroes him.
Yeah, you could definitely rig something like that up, no problem. You just need the explosive, which the only thing that would be able to fit on such a small like shard and be damaging would be C6 or C9, whatever it's called in current.
12.
Such a thing.
Could be 12, yeah.
Damn it.
And then you would need a demolitions roll from Squints, and I would say an interface roll from you, because you'd have to program it how you want it to kind of do the thing.
Guys, I'm so anxious about this phone.
Ah, damn it, that's what I meant to do. I meant to tell her on the way out not to use that phone anymore.
Just
I was like, there was something I was
going
going to say, and then we walked out, and I was like, I don't remember what I was going to tell her.
She's gonna be fine.
Oh, well. Oh,
So are we actually doing this, or you want me to roll demolitions, or are we...
Well, so I'll pitch the idea. G wanted 3 of these issued to specific tiger claws. What if we could still get them issued to them, but it just doesn't do anything he wants it to do? Could be a win-win, right? Maybe zero some tiger claws, makes the Mox happy, makes the lady happy. She still, feels like she did something for G one last time.
I mean, we can absolutely do it. Thinning out numbers is always good. But it is kind of a little bit shady, but I mean, it's what we do.
Just want to see, how the Mox feel about it, how the cop feels about it.
I'm entirely
They all
on
love it.
board for you exploding some gangster that's involved in G's business. I don't love the idea of you sheepishly going back to that phone booth, Bob, to scrape some C12. I hate the idea that that's there at all. I'd love to see it deactivated. But I don't like that you're cornering squid you going in there to collect a sample.
Yeah, I mean, there's just
I
like
didn't say it has to come from there.
there's a
could
shit ton of
source it
C15
somewhere
right
else.
there for you. Well, no, it's not cheap. I think it's hold on, for C6 flat fire, which would be the minimum. I think it's 100 eddies for just like kilogram. Well, that's a lot. Oh
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's not too bad.
It's dirt cheap.
That's so cheap.
That's so cheap. Why
And
is
as
it
far
so
as,
Oh my
like-
god, explosives
Oh.
are affordable.
No, I see. So it's using old style rules. This is 2020 shit. So there, instead of having availability be premised on cost, which is what we have now, availability was premised on an availability trait, and you had to roll, and fixers could like get things that were less available more often. I would say that this is going to require a fixer, for sure. But it will be. It won't be expensive. It'll probably be double what I just cited. So 200 eddies for
$200.
For a kilo?
a kilogram.
That's so affordable.
And
You
I'll
need,
look
like-
at Kincaid.
The other thing too
You
is
need like the littlest dab on the end of a
they don't have stats for
dongle.
it. They don't have stats for it in red, so I'm gonna have to ad hoc some stuff. I've done it twice already. I think what we're going with is it does 10d6, and then compiled like how many or how much of it is utilized. Like that's, I'd say a kilogram probably yields. Damn, how much is a kilogram?
Don't end up on a list.
To pound.
2.2 pounds.
About 2 pounds. Thank you for the warning.
Don't start Googling.
Don't start Googling words. Can't do that. It's about 2 pounds. So I would say that the brick that's inside of the data term, the C15, it's probably somewhere around the neighborhood of like a block that's about 10 pounds. So it's like 5 kilos. And then based on like the stacking of it, it causes the explosion to burst out. It still does the same amount of damage, right? I don't think it would compound the damage any further. It might. I'd have to figure out the math that they used to use for old C6. It's not on the website. But
It's fine. I think this is getting away from us. All we gotta do is source some from a fixer.
fine.
For fairly cheap.
Who do you want to
And
reach out to?
I'll look at Kincaid and say, if you're worried about the phone booth, just call the cops. Report it.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
I
And
would
I'll
do it
do
if I knew any
exactly
good cops.
that.
Yeah, Kincaid's always like, standard operating procedure would normal. Fuck that. Yeah. I'm gonna worry about it every night. I know it's still there. I don't want to tell anybody else about it.
It's my own private waiting game.
That lady.
Was Amelia a
Someone's
fixer?
getting fucking exploded.
What's that?
Was Amelia a fixer?
Amelia is a fixer. Yes. By roles and function, she is a fixer. She does have stuff to sell you, and she does have a lot of military gear when it comes to armaments. So she could probably source C6. Yeah.
Does she have C and any multiple of 3?
18. No, she's got the C6. She's got that old school. You're looking for how much?
1 kilo.
Okay. If it's just 1 kilo, roll a d10. If you get a 9 or a 10, she doesn't have it. 8 through everything else, she's good. She's got it. That's your 1 kilo.
Already in a box with your name on it.
200 eddies in, gift wrapped. It's left over from Christmas. She didn't know you then, but now she does. So she puts the card on.
It's already portioned out into perfect, like, nickel size.
Yeah, it's like ready. It is not. No, it is still a nice little, like,
Brick.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll show up with Squints. We can go pick it up.
It's pretty dense
We can
material.
tag team this.
So I assume like a kilo of it's probably like, you know.
It's probably not a huge amount. It's
Yeah, if you've ever played Counter Strike, like when they drop the bomb, like it's like kind of like one of those little squares.
All right, so back to Squint's place.
Right on
that's the lab.
Okay,
the shop.
and so
I'm
I
gonna
need.
stand behind his car.
How many were doing? Just the 3?
Yeah,
Okay,
the other 7 are for us.
right. Go ahead and give me 3 demolitions rolls, and then I need 3 interface rolls. The DV.
I'm gonna add 1 on each of the first 2.
Well, I was going to tell you,
and
the
then-
DV on the demo rolls is a meager 13, and the interface DV is a 10.
So I just need to do demo rolls.
Yep,
3
3
of them.
demo rolls. DV is 13. If you fail by more than 4, it blows up.
I can't fail by more than 4, so I should be good. So
You
here
can
we
fail
go.
by
You don't
more
know
than
that.
4.
Exploding.
You don't know that. You could roll a 1 and it goes negatives.
What's your current bonus?
But you could do
9.
this. Though. You got it though. You could possibly fail.
9 minus plus 1 minus 10 is
9.
0. You could roll a 0.
That's not gonna happen.
But you wouldn't. You wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't. I mean, you could. Not on 3 attempts.
You-
You're gonna be fine.
It's not possible.
3
All right,
different
let's
attempts.
hear it. Let's go. I
Shut him
believe
up,
in our
Joe.
vote.
What if he rolls it 3 times in a row right now?
Shut him up, Joe.
That's
7. Got 1.
Perfect.
5.
Also good.
Flawless.
Looks like you need a 5 or better to do it.
2.
All right,
So the last
I got
one,
this.
Didn't fail by that much then.
On this one, when Squints is working on the 3rd one, I ask him, "Hey, you get that Biomon ready for me yet?"
Biomon.
Yeah, the one that I gave you forever to zap me if I ever fall unconscious again.
We
Yeah.
did do that.
You did fucking forget about it, and now you panicked because I asked you about it.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Squints,
There
it
was-
just
Even-
occurred to me. You
even
work for
so
gangsters
much,
now.
so much hate.
Leo grabs, pulls down his fucking jaw, just shoves the seas. Want my Biomon? This is a prototype. Shove it in. Hit the button. Ah!
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I
Squint,
just thought narratively that fits well. For
You're
a
gonna-
reason
Yeah,
why I
no, that's great.
you can attempt it again.
I can.
Yeah. You didn't. You didn't
All right, I'm
blow
gonna
up.
add my luck just in case.
Okay. And then I need another interface roll from you for the one that was finished. You said you added a luck, so we're good. Right? Yeah, you didn't add it in the actual roll, so good, good, good. I thought you took points in demolitions, didn't you?
I have the 9 base. That's
Okay, yeah. You're doing fine. Second interface is fine, and the last interface? Also fine. So you have 3 chips that are basically slotted. I want to make sure something is very clear, though. As long as you're carrying these because of the way they are set up, if electricity goes through these things, they will detonate. So if you are tased, if you are shocked, what have you, they will detonate. They will do 66 damage, and they are very unreliable.
I just want. Is it possible to just put like a timer on it, like from when it gets chipped to when it blows up?
No.
Just like. Oh, okay.
It's electricity going through the plastic.
That is not.
I was hoping
enough.
like 15 minutes, but all right. Well, if they slot him in her brothel,
If you
she's
want,
gonna have a mess to clean up.
let me make sure something's very clear. If you wanted to do that, that demo roll would have been a lot higher. I went with bare bones, and 13.
Oh,
was
actually,
as low as
I would
could
have
drop
assumed it would have been my role that should have been higher.
No, no,
To program it.
No, because he's literally just connected it to the fucking motherboard inside the little chip, right? Like, chips popped open, small little piece of explosive right there, and like that's it. Like
Okay, no, that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
your programming is like so that when it hits, it's going to spark the board. You're literally causing an
Oh.
overheat, effectively, but a synapse burning.
Okay, no, that's
in the
fine.
chip.
This is fine. It's her
Yeah.
problem, not mine.
Right. Okay. So you have 3 explosive chips. Like I said, as long as you're carrying them, if for any reason you are tased or some electricity is fed through you in any way, you will
Sure would be
explode.
random. It would sure suck if a random person tastes you on the street.
You look outside and it's raining. Lightning. No!
I'm gonna go ahead and put away my stun gun. I'll
He's
just,
like,
Why was
I'll
it
just
out?
not,
uh,
I'll just not use it. You never know. I'm comfortable around Leo.
I appreciate your help, Squint.
No problem. Let's get these over. Let's get these delivered and out of our hands.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's take him over to her.
Yeah, you take him back to her, and she has the close sign on, but you can see that she's still inside. You open up the door and kind of go in, and it's kind of like mid-afternoon, so you'd expect that, especially on a Sunday. But you drop off the items.
Yeah. So I know she wanted you to do him one last favor. And I know you were pretty upset with how everything went down, so here's the 3 chips. We kept our 7 that you offered us. We're eternally grateful for your gift. And I wouldn't use that phone outside anymore.
Okay.
It's rigged to explode. Not by us.
Okay. And she just seems to be kind of like staring off into space, like completely out of it. Like she doesn't know what happens next. But you can also look around and make a perception roll for me. Yeah. With that 33, you would notice a lot of things are kind of different from when you left. It does look like she has basically cleared like every bit of like, things that are important to her from the place. And you can see that she's probably getting ready to like migrate. Like she doesn't have everything out and it's not very noticeable, but your detection is that she is basically getting ready to run from the situation. Where she goes, you don't know, but she does seem like she's scared enough by the situation that she's going to run when she's done with what she's supposed to do.
Oh, and one last thing. You should be being contacted soon by someone who might offer you some protection so that everything can stay in order.
She'll say okay again and just kind of like a similar dead kind of and no emotion kind of statement. He just seems to not have any hope whatsoever. And thinking about it,
One last question.
yeah.
What are the names of the people that these belong to?
Abizo, Koga, something else, something else.
Okay, just want to make sure you're still here.
He knows. Now keep in mind, these are tiger claws that he apparently wants to take over, and you are going to end instead. Cool. What's the next beat?
Oh,
That's a
that's a
great
good question.
You kind of want that data term hard drive because then you could tell where that call came from. But the problem is, it is rigged to explode.
It is rigged to explode.
Do you want to call the cops and see if there is something? Because that was mentioned. I just want to make sure that that's.
Okay. Rather than leave it, if we're not gonna fuck with it, I'm gonna tell them. I'll reach out to even Cameron or
Is this
whoever's like local to the district.
So are you trying to treat this as like a situation where it's like, the higher ups are going to talk about it and it's going to take fucking forever for it to get handled? Or are you like...
No, I'm going to say somebody's booby trapped one of these
So this
thing.
is
Send somebody bomb squad out here. Get rid of this.
this is this is not an exact use of the backup roll ability. We're going to utilize it as such.
Oh, you're gonna make me use this for the first?
Well, you're calling out two people.
How do I do it?
You don't need to roll anything. You just say, "I'm calling in my backup," and you can do
I'm
it.
calling in my backup.
You can do it whenever you want. Just if you overuse it or abuse it, then like it becomes.
Oh, I
less
thought
like-
there was like a roll to it where if I
No.
rolled well, I got a better guy.
No, you just always get the same guys.
Are you sure?
Your rank going up makes the guys cooler.
Yeah, but it was like the time it takes for them to show up, and
Oh,
if I
right,
rolled
right.
like
But-
super well, something better happens than the guy I have.
Let me double check.
I don't know that anybody rolls backup in this game.
No, yeah, you'd be the only one who can now because there aren't really any cops.
Wild.
Backup. When in danger, you can call for backup. If you abuse this, like I said, the boss will throw you
Right.
off the force or fine you as sees fit. You then roll a d6. You roll a 6 on this roll instead of your typical backup that arrives. You will get the next highest level of backup unless you are rank 10, in which case 2 separate instances of backup will arrive. You are a rank 4, or no, rank 5. So you get Sheriff's Department, 2 county mounties that'll come out. They are geared with a high-performance ground car, heavy pistols, assault rifles, and are in armor jacks. If you were to roll a 6 on your backup roll, you'd get a Recovery Zone Marshal, which basically is just one badass motherfucking dude.
Sounds cool. Do you want me to roll for the possibility of the recovery zone, Marshall?
Love that, yeah.
It sounds pretty neat. It's a 3. It was not that.
Okay. So 2 individuals show up, the county mountie types, and when they arrive on the scene, the male and a female, the lady kind of quickly moves into operation and starts kind of like looking at the location, and the guy kind of walks over to you, pulls out a cigarette. So what's the sitch, Kincaid?
I was walking through, I was gonna use this thing to make a quick search. And I don't know how I spotted it, but there looked like somebody put some kind of bomb or something in the thing. I don't know if they were looking for me exactly. If I can, I want to get my hands on the computer itself, see who's been making phone calls in here. If they tried to track somebody down to get rid of them.
Lady says, "You really are an old fart. Still using data terms?" She says, and she's kind of looking around at the spot. The guy's like,
Can't be too careful, Missy.
Don't worry about her. She'll have it figured out here in a second."
Eyes on the bomb in there.
He's smoking a cigarette and kind of like looking
I joined him.
around the space, not really messing with anything. But
It's fucking city.
go ahead and roll a d10, and I've got the modifier on my side. They have combat numbers, but I also have them statted out.
It's a 1.
Not great.
It's a 1, John.
That's not great
Why did I have to?
because your operation. I'm never going to say I'm going to succeed or
Okay.
fail on a situation like this. Okay, so she kind of like is talking to you like, keep your eyes on the prize, Missy. And she kind of like laughingly kind of goes into it. Who all is with you here? Just you and the 2 county mounties?
I hope to God so. Yeah, I don't think they would have wanted to hang around for cops.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that because of that one,
Yeah.
it does blow up.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's gonna catch you and the Mountie. The other
I
Mountie.
said Bob Squad for the love of God.
Well, again, they look like they are bomb techs, but that one definitely puts it so it's under 4. Unfortunately, she has.
Okay, and I want it clear. She did this.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I told you what
Okay.
the DV was for it. I told you it was a DV-17 for the rigging.
There's nothing I could have done about that.
And yeah, unfortunately, if you
What could I have done differently?
if you'd rolled a 4 or better.
Don't tell me. Don't fucking tell me. This is bullshit. Don't you dare tell me how I could have done better in luck.
Okay.
Fuck way off with that. It was a 400 I needed to roll. Tell me what happens. I'm dying. I'm hurt.
Roll a evasion roll. You still have reflex 8. You could potentially dodge it.
These are in different places now.
Jesus Christ.
There it is.
27 sufficient. So you see, and you're kind of like, and she's like, yeah, and then you hear kind of like a ping, and you're pretty sure that was one of the wires that was connected to it. And then you look at her face, and she kind of goes, oh shit. And then as she's saying that, just boom, outwards, explodes, catches where you were standing just a second ago, and you watch it absolutely throw the guy who was sitting next to you, like, way the fuck back. I'm going to roll the damage openly, so that if they do die, they are dead.
Did you ever
at
see
his
the movie
mess.
Well, that was a
MacGruber?
cool.
Did anybody
help.
see MacGruber?
They both live. So she
Thank God.
she is wearing a heavy flak vest, and so she, like, as she says, "Oh shit," you see her kind of raise her hands like this, guarding herself with her gauntlets, and kind of takes the shot like a pro. Flies back and slams onto, like, let's say your car.
Do either of them have evasion?
No, no,
Bummer.
no. If you've ever seen movies, demolition teams don't typically go for I can dodge the bomb. It's more of a,
Well,
I'm gonna...
okay, maybe the other guy that's chatting with me
No,
rather
they're both
than disarming the bomb in the booth.
They're both in heavy armor, and yeah, they absolutely get smashed by it. You're not wearing heavy armor right now, are you?
I am wearing heavy armor.
And you have the thing that says it reduces the penalty by 2.
I have pack mule, so I don't have the
0 penalty. Got it. So you can still dodge.
thing.
Cool. But yeah, they both take the hits, get thrown back. You kind of dodge out of the way. She ends up kind of hitting the side of your car, and she kind of lays there for a second, like her whole armor and everything smoking, spits like blood. I don't think I rolled any doubles in that, so yeah, I didn't roll 6s at all. So
Nice.
they literally are just seriously injured. And as she's laying there smoking from the explosion, you see her reach into her fucking thing and pull out a cigarette. Look over at Kincaid. Sorry, old timer. My fuck up.
I won't tell nobody if you don't. You alright? You gonna make... I'll light her cigarette.
Yeah. You actually see her, like, lean down to her fucking Kevlar.
Lean down to, like...
It's like there's a...
light it off of her scorched shoulder.
Yeah. I should be good. Could have been worse. The guy will kind of, like, get up and kind of look at the situation. Well, anything else you need us for, Chief?
God damn it, I'm proud to be a cop.
We should meet a bucket slice sometime.
Nobody got hurt. And I'll just sort of babysit them until they're ready to come to you.
Yeah.
Get on their bikes and leave.
They'll definitely kind of, like, say they're gonna head back to go get some patch ups, but
Yep.
They don't seem to be miffed by the situation at all. You will note that the data terms, internals, the phone, the box, they're completely obliterated.
No, really? Dang.
Shucks.
Well, I feel like I saved Jody from exactly that fate. So I feel like this is a win.
Just say you had a bad feeling about those rolls messing with that bomb.
All right, well, nothing of value lost, right, gang?
Honestly, after the one, everything kind of played in your favor. The evasion roll, the damage roll, it was all good.
Yeah. Who wants ice cream? Kincaid's playing ice cream.
I want ice cream.
Me, the 2 exploded cops.
Yeah, the
Quit
lady
swearing
will
it.
say, I want to be in a vat of ice cream. That would be good. But yeah, data terms gone. Unfortunate.
Is the old lady okay?
Yeah, it blew up the data term and kind of like blew up like a good like
I'm sure.
yeah.
I was getting the vague impression that we were like sequestering that bit of sidewalk. Like, hey, don't come through here for a few.
Yeah, you
Gotcha.
guys hurt lockered it, basically.
Yeah. It's a good locker.
All right, so right back where we were.
Yes, sir.
Options are we try to get hold of Kenjiro to find out anything about Arthur. We also can get a hold of Eingang if we really just want to fuck with them and try to get to G faster. I have one other person I could possibly call. I just don't want to. As a last resort. Or if there's anything, the Mox want to do. Awfully quiet this game.
No, I'm sorry.
You good?
I just want to make sure you get a chance to
We want to
play.
involve you, but we don't want to put you under a magnifying lens yet.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
How would you recommend, Leo, we reach out to Kenshiro?
I mean, did we get any actual contact information from him other than who he was?
Jamie.
We know his daughter. We're
Do you have
aware
her contact
she
info, or
herself
where
is
she is?
We know she's a student at the university, and we know her friends or at least the kid who invited her to that party she was stealing the bitumen at.
I'm saying she's a dealer.
Maybe we just bust her, take her home to her parents, and then see if, this can be swept under the rug if he helps us out.
I like that. That nobody dies, nobody gets hurt. Kid gets a little bruised to her reputation with the parents, but I think that's a great idea.
A little scared straight.
All right. How do you recommend we get to JD?
Let's 24 Jump Street this shit.
Very into this.
Yeah.
So I don't recall all of the photos of the box, but surely some of them looked youngish.
Oh yeah.
And I know Squint.
No, yeah, for sure. We definitely have some young looking mocks for sure.
We have some Jump Street potential here.
I think you can either go with like the cool girl in the form of Elsie, right? Like you go that route. She could probably throw on a school uniform and look the part, right? Or you could go like, the too cool for school kind of like bad girl kind of with Miranda. I think those two are
With
your
a heart of gold.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Got a one
And
shoulder.
pull up a picture of Squints between these two.
Oh, sure.
Can I get a print out of Squint smiling?
Hey, there he is.
Can I see him do a Florgus?
Turn up the 3D.
I'm just gonna make it to where this girl's on one side and this girl's on the other side, and we got our team. Let's go!
I want to see Squint's nude. This is not safe
Dude,
for
Squint.
work. Okay, sorry. Well, oh God.
Oh, shit.
So, do you want to take both of them with you in on the gig? Like, again, if they want to, and also if Switch is okay with it. Going into NYC and trying to look the part, and trying to find Jamie, and then what?
Just need to
Buy
find
from her.
when she has drugs. Yeah, buy from her.
Like, she knows you, though, right? Like, you were the dorky kid at the party.
She does know me. I can't go then.
Oh,
No, you could go.
Sorry,
You were the dorky kid at the party. Like, whether or not she knew you were security or not.
Oh,
I
forgot
was
about
just
that.
talking to kids. Yeah, I wasn't like.
Right.
I could, yeah, man.
Have you do
Transfer
fellow kids?
student.
Well, you've been here for a while. Just you've been skipping.
I was job shadowing my dad.
Yeah, that works too. That's a good one. Is that the
I
plan?
don't see a flaw in this plan.
I don't either. Okay, so are we
This
doing?
thing's airtight.
We're not doing this on.
Squints and a couple of popular girls.
We're not doing this on Sunday. We're doing this on Monday, right?
Yeah, it's a school day.
Okay. Is there
Yeah.
anything else that you folks want to do on Sunday?
Oh, we gotta get them in uniform. I'm assuming there's a uniform. They can't be wearing that at school. Right?
So NYC has a series of different uniforms that it is associated with. The only school that is not on the premise but does have kind of remote access classes, mainly due to the fact that they are those classes are hosted at Arasaka Tower, are the Arasaka affiliated classes. Whether or not she's in those classes, you're not sure, but her dad is in Arasaka, so it may be the case that she goes to, NY or NCU. My brain did it down. For like general courses, and then like commutes from there to Arasaka Tower. If her dad's wealthy enough, possibly via AV. But yeah, Night City University, Arasaka Tower.
I'm fully okay with this whole campaign turning into the 21 Jump Street and Squid's trying to become friends with this girl. If that's the lead we need. Squids, I need you to know we depend on you.
Honestly,
Got
this-
it.
How old
This
does
is locked
Switch look?
down.
hold on. There's like 30 different questions. Go.
I said, how old does Switch look?
How old does Switch look?
They're
Zach?
probably mid-20s, maybe early 20s. It's hard
They
to tell
look
because
that though?
they have doll-like skin, so they do look very young.
So passable.
But yeah, honestly, if you dressed them the right way, they could pass. For sure.
Are you interested? In a 24 Jump Street?
I could just probably pass the easiest. Now that you bring that up.
Squints is 19, so like you could definitely tag team with them.
Oh, beautiful.
And then if you wanted
Let's
to
do
bring
this.
along like two of your people, Pitch is not going to look like a teenager, and Collar is not going to look like a teenager. Elsie and Miranda could probably pull it off.
I think probably just Elsie is who I would take.
Okay, so setting Miranda back. Cool.
Yeah, I don't think she'll pull it off as well.
Yeah, and Elsie has a car, so if you need to go from point A to point B quickly,
Yep.
there you go. But Squints also has a car and probably wants to drive it.
I'm okay with Squints driving us. I'd rather keep Elsie than Elsie and Miranda.
Elsie will say, "Yeah, it's probably best I don't drive my car around there." They probably wouldn't. They think I was poor. Not that I am or anything. Because I'm not.
No, yeah, of course. Of
Right.
course.
Right. Make
course.
plenty. I make plenty of scratch. So what? We're like gonna dress up like university kids and like fucking what? Like just go in there. I've fucked a couple of them. Like, sure, we could just get in there, no problem, easy. Wait, what's the goal?
How often are you fucking university kids, Elsie?
I mean, not lately. I used to.
No, that's fair.
I
We
used
all
to have
used
like
to.
I used to have like a little spot like that I hung out in, not too far away from university, in Reclamation Park. I kind of slept under like a small bridge out that way, But I would gussy myself up and head over to the eateries over there, and I couldn't afford shit, so turn on the charm, flash a wink here or there. Some stupid guy in a fucking uniform will walk over to you and ask you your name. Get real interested. You're not like the other girls, and get a meal out of it.
Guess that's something.
Not the worst that ever happened. I knew a girl who got her head blown. Same park. Valentino's got a hold of her. Anyway, yeah, let's go. Where are we getting the uniforms from? Got somebody to source them?
That's an excellent question. I don't suppose it would be common knowledge what the standard uniform is.
Oh yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah, kind of to put you kind of in a
Is it a
mental.
purchasable kit?
It
Or does
probably
it have
is
to be go ahead.
findable, but it's probably going to get expensive. But the best way to kind of describe it is NCU, Arasaka classes, etc. Have a very Japanese kind of mentality when it comes to how school is kind of afforded. So it's not like stateside, where we get locked in a box for 6 to 8 hours or whatever, and then we get to go home. It's more of a you go in for the class and then you kind of walk to your next class or drive to your next class or what have you. And sometimes you can just kind of take classes at different times or go around and do whatever the fuck you want. And so they're typically walking around in this area in uniform. You could just find a group of students and if you wanted to get free ones, just don't do
We're
that.
not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You could definitely purchase them, though. I would say they'd probably fall in the neighborhood of business wear when it comes to clothing and costs.
Hey, young adult, give me your clothes for money.
It definitely
Could be-
sounds awkward. Yeah, it definitely
That
sounds
could be
awkward.
Leo's go-to.
Yeah, let's send Leo to ask.
Based on
gifts
that
to us.
mustache, you definitely could say that line. Not saying that it would work, but I'm saying you could say it and it would fit.
I would puppet them into giving me their clothes.
Right. If we're stereotyping and typecasting,
Yeah. Leo is definitely the type of person.
you're the guy who asks for clothes.
Only certain clothes.
Uniforms for NCU.
You believe this country doesn't have the vending machines that I desire? Would it be possible to try to source with wardrobe and style an affordable facsimile of a uniform?
Yeah, I guess you're kind of roll wardrobe and style, and we'll see if we can
Try to bargain bin it.
Yeah, we're kind of bargain binning, buying old uniforms that might have been donated. Yeah.
30?
For sure.
Does 30 help?
Apparently, you are very familiar.
I don't know
with...
why I'm great at this, but
What's
cops
your-
can't disarm Bob.
What's your education level? What's your rank in education? I'm curious.
Education is just 2, I think. I meant to bump it up because I keep fucking forgetting to play with my IP. It's supposed to be 5.
Okay, I was gonna say that if it was higher, you might have gone to school yourself, and because you.
I'm gonna
well
do
to
that
do.
tonight.
Since you weren't well to do, you definitely have gone through this route already. You know how this works. So yeah, you go and you purchase uniforms. Bargain bin purchasing, you'll buy them at half price. You're buying a total of 3 of these uniforms, business wear, and for the outfit, because it is currently winter, I would say that you will need
NCU uniforms.
You will need the bottoms, the tops, the shoes, and the jacket. So the first 4. Base price for that would be $15.50. So half price. We're looking at $7.75. Yeah, $7.75 for each.
Okay. And that's for 3 students, yeah?
3 uniforms, you bet.
I'll foot the bill on this.
Okay. You would see that Elsie takes to it quite well. Switch. Go ahead and make a wardrobe and style for yourself to see how well you wear it, and the same's true for Squints.
Would these clothes be considered high fashion?
No, business wear.
What is that under again?
Should be under social. Yeah, Switch, you wear it like a
Nice,
charm.
buddy. Nice.
You wear it like a charm. Like, you and Elsie look like you could, like...
Kincaid, how did you know our dimensions?
Vibe-wise, like, and again, tell me if I'm wrong here, but I'm getting like a kind of like a Mean Girls vibe. Like, you're Regina Jones or Regina George.
Absolutely.
And then Elsie is who was the what was the dumb girl's name? Oh my god, I can't remember her name. The blonde girl. That's a part of that Mean Girls clique. She's like her. And then Squints exists. You you are wearing it well. You are
You're
not
thinking of Jamie Lee Curtis.
no. Hold on. Mean Girls.
Her name was Karen.
Yeah,
Karen
she's
Smith.
in that movie.
And Gretchen Wieners.
Yeah, the one who was
Really?
played by Amanda Seyfried.
Karen
Seyfried.
Smith.
Yeah, Karen was her name. Got it. Cool. But Squints, you wear it well. You do look like a student. Do you put on a pair of glasses? Like, obviously the goggles are not going.
Glasses, not goggles. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Big, like, wide frames or like thick frame.
No, just normal glasses. Just yeah. We're not trying to be crazy here.
And I want you to look like the character from Dan to Dan. Anyway, you look like you look, and you 3 are dressed up and ready to go. How would you like to proceed on Monday?
I do want to reach out to Squids and say, if you think this is going to take a long time to get a meet with her, you might need to look into sourcing an ID.
I'll keep an eye out for it. I'll see what we can do. Okay, I'm gonna kidnap this girl. I'm just...
What have I done?
Holy shit! Switch, you're also on the table. So it's Switch and Squints, and then Elsie is also there. But you drive out in the morning after meeting up, all dressed up in your university gear. And, alright, I keep yawning. You end up on, the campus.
As soon as that starts, the Saved by the Bell theme song starts playing.
Right, of course.
Just saying. When we wake up in the morning.
Because we have a lot of Zacks, and that's why that would happen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So many Zags.
There's so many Zacks. So, how would you like to engage the campus and try to find her? You know, a few of her friends, Quince, who you've interacted with. So there's a possibility of like gaining a trail. But for Switch, you don't really have that avenue, and you do have a picture of Jamie, but you don't really have much else to go on besides that. So how would you like to proceed in this process, this 24 jump street, if you will?
Which one are you talking to? You talked to both
I'm
of us.
talking to both of you at the same time, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to start just kind of looking around and see if I can see any kids that I recognize from the party or anything else first in the common areas that are the pass-throughs.
Okay, go ahead and give me a tracking roll.
All these new skills we've never used before.
I know, it's hard to find them.
Tracking is under awareness.
11.
All right, so yeah, you are basically like it's literally like it would be if you were put onto a campus of a university and told to find somebody who may or may not be there. It goes exactly like that. There are thousands of individuals that go to this campus, possibly in the tens of thousands, and yeah, you are looking around for people you know, and so far as to say, you are not able to um, find that needle.
I'm gonna call Leo.
Okay. Before that, I want to give Zach an opportunity to kind of maneuver in here.
I think Switch and Elsie are just trying to ingratiate themselves in the community, in like the school. You know, like
Mhm.
making friends, just like trying not to make too many waves and be the awkward new kids. Like doing that. Does that make sense? Like with
Yeah,
no specific goals, but just like human interaction
kind of
to
go
gain
to
rapport.
what appears to be like a spot that people are utilizing kind of heavily here. You go to like K and Bob kebabs, and you kind of like go there to eat real quick. There's a few, other people in uniforms there. You kind of sit close enough so that like you can overhear them, but like not look like you're trying to hear them. And then go ahead and give me a conversation roll. Yeah, you're not able to really break the ice with that 11. Like, you don't really get an opportunity to kind of talk to anybody that won't feel like forced or awkward. And you realize that that would be like a problem and people might start talking about you. So you and Elsie kind of hold back and don't really engage. You feel like this is like one stop in a number. This is obviously not a situation in your mind that's going to be an immediate kind of we're getting results kind of sitch. So moving right back to the other person, and we're coming about mid-morning, and I want to make sure that the others are going to be kind of operating as well. But Squints, what's your next plan of attack? As like tracking them down visually and trying to kind of engage in that kind of way is not something that you're able to do well here.
I'm gonna go to the computer lab or whatever they have and call Leo and see if he can help me try to get her class schedule.
Okay, Leo, are you waiting on deck? You're not kind of doing anything
Yeah.
crazy.
No, I'm just chilling.
Okay.
Hey, I'm at one of the computer labs here, and I'm wondering if you can help me figure out how to get this girl's class schedule so we can find kind of narrow down where we can find her.
Oh, yeah, it's a great idea. Let me see what I can do.
You can walk me through it, or you can even pop in and use me if you need to.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's
I'll do
right.
that. Let's do that.
That's right.
That's not how it works.
Ah, they're doing that.
Real quick note, that's not at all how it works.
I know.
There is one person who's capable of doing that, but he's
We're exploring, John. Stop killing it.
shove the G chip in. Just shove the G chip in, or the D. Is it the Daniel chip? The D chip?
The D chip.
Oh yeah.
Shove the D chip in. Go ahead and make a library use or library search.
Yeah,
Leo.
you're in control here.
Yes.
Yeah. So what you're able to identify very quickly is that the schedules for students, for safety purposes, are not very easily or readily available. Mainly due in part that stalkers could utilize those schedules. Very strange individuals who are dressing up like university students who may or may not have just stated that they want to kidnap somebody. Like, it's definitely not something that's easily kind of made available to the public. This doesn't appear to be an avenue.
I don't understand. Whatever.
what is going on here? This is some sort of dystopian future place. Why can't I just know people's schedules? Unfortunate. But back to Switch. Paddle back to you. What do you got? What's your plan? Same, just kind of trying on with what you got, or do you want to take a different tack? Zach F.
Sorry, I'm looking or thinking. I think is there like a registration office on the university?
Yeah, but you
Can
would.
I go? Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say you would know if you have education 2 or higher, which I think is the case. You kind of have an understanding of how that's supposed to go. You may not
Mhm.
have gone to university, but you get it. If you're kind of coming in the middle of the year, like that.
Oh, no. I'm not looking to register. I'm looking to see if Elsie can distract whoever's in the registration office and look for registration records to
Got
maybe
it.
get like
Got
a
it.
student ID or something like on file for her,
Got it.
like
Dope.
in
Dope.
the
Dope.
actual
So then,
office.
yeah, you're able to find that office well enough. A Japanese woman sits behind the desk looking at you. Can I help you too? Are you lost?
And the goal would be for Elsie to try and do the distracting while I try to like sneak around.
Yeah, so she starts bullshitting, and it's heavy enough, like, she actually keeps this lady's attention, and you're able to kind of maneuver around inside the lobby and kind of move about. Um, Go ahead and give me a stealth roll. Unfortunately, like, when you kind of start to kind of maneuver off, she is not distracted enough by Elsie to not stop and say, "Hey, excuse me, you're not allowed to go that way," and you're kind of like realizing that you've been caught out in the kind of position that you're in.
Yeah, sorry. We're both new here, so I'm still figuring out where we should or shouldn't be.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
okay. I can look that up for you if you want.
Uh, no, we're more exploring. I know we don't have classes today. Just kind of getting used to the campus still.
Okay, not a problem. And I'm gonna have you roll a luck roll. And yeah, again, doing new things. If you click the word luck, it will roll a luck roll. Okay, great. He doesn't seem to kind of like register anything or like take into account what you're saying as you two kind of maneuver away from her. And Elsie will say, "I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't do a good job."
No. That's more on me. You did great.
She'll smile. Positive reinforcement. Okay, pause from out from you. Just gonna check in with Kincaid. What are you doing in the morning? Obviously, not having as much fun as everybody else. 24.
Muted.
Muted. So,
Thank you. Kincaid stressed as shit. He's got like 40 like burnt cigarette butts in his like windowsill, waiting for the phone call of somebody exploded at the school. Um, Honestly, he'd have been messaging like Leo like, hey, make sure we have dummy class schedules ready. Make sure if they need a ride, we can go get them. If something comes up, we need a meeting place for them. Like just listing off the ways this could go wrong and blow up in our faces. He's trying to remain distant from it by staying home, but he's teetering.
yeah. Okay. So back to Squints. Balls in your court. I'd say this is probably the last bite at the apple before
Yep.
you kind of like feel it senseless. And again, I love the idea, but again, I've put very reasonable difficulties.
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
we're just fucking rolling like shit.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to find someone who looks like they might be using or use party drugs and such, and try to find them.
Streetwise. Center social. You keep asking to roll.
It's still
Yeah,
11.
So
Wait. Whoa, wait. So, we have an interesting opportunity. We have an interesting opportunity here. You are trying to find people who are using or look like they're using. That is one engagement. However, when you say that, that could be used at a different tack, in that you are trying to grease the wheels on that discussion as if you're intent on buying.
That's what I'm doing. That is exactly. I want to buy tar.
How
That is what I'm
much
wanting to buy.
money are you willing to throw at this problem to make it better? I'm not going to tell you what that means mechanically. I am going to expect you to throw down a certain amount of money, and that money is gone. Whatever you say is out. And there's no guarantee of success. But if you say the number that I have in my head that means it's right, it is a success.
550 EVs.
All right. You put down 550 heads towards this process, and you kind of start trying to move the wheels here. And somebody gets you in contact with an individual they say is named Bill. And Bill is someone who sells tar. Bill is located not too far off from NCU at a place called. What is that place?
You guys ready for next week when we have to go rescue squids from a trap house?
Yeah.
Yes.
I always kind of saw it coming.
This fucking needle hanging out of his arm. Like, I was looking for her, I promise. I just was looking.
It's got mascara running down his face.
Why is that baby climbing on the ceiling? Why is that? That's a Train Spotting reference if anybody's seen it. Cool. So, Bill meets with you. It's at a location not too far from where you're at, just near a bar north of NCU called Seventh Hell. You don't go in. It's just outside that space, kind of like right on the road. And Bill doesn't look like he's a student. And he says, "Looking to buy." All right. How much tar are you looking for? And based on the money, he kind of like look at his stock and says, "This should do you." And he'll hand you a total of 6 cartridges. Good. Now I'm not.
Just 6?
Yeah, it's 100. It's 100 a shot. I'm thinking you're getting a pretty good deal, kiddo.
No, you are screwing me over. I've already heard that girl sells it for half.
You're talking about my girl. You're wrong.
100?
She sells what I sell, price wise. Are you talking about
That-
Jamie? You talking about
oh.
Jamie? Jamie fuck with you?
Yeah, she sells it for half.
He will reach out with his very massive and gorilla hand augmented cyber arm and grab you by the throat. If you do not wish to be grabbed by the throat, you need to make a brawling roll.
I am going to put my hand up and let my rocket come up under his chin.
Hold on. So you are letting yourself be grabbed, right?
Careful.
Brawling?
No, I
this.
guess no. I'll try to
Brawling roll.
slide out.
I see what you're trying to do to be cool, and I love that. But you basically would be saying you're getting grabbed by him. Go ahead and make a brawling roll. I need 14 or better.
14.
You dodge and you kind of like pop open the arm and he goes, "Hey, ho, what the fuck? No, chill. I needed some answers from you. You want to cause a street fight?" And he kind of like snaps his fingers and points across the street. And you see 3 beat cops who don't look like they're looking over in that direction. But when the snapping happens, kind of like start turning that direction. And he kind of like lowers his hand and just, and then looks at you. "You cool?
We're fine.
Put that
I
project,
just-
put that
if
project
you're
back
not-
in the slot." And he'll say, "Now tell me what the fuck you mean about Jamie undercutting me. She's selling this shit for less?"
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. I saw her sell it to 2 guys. That's why I came here. That's why I brought that much money. I'm trying to sell to 12, not 6.
Fucking soccer bitches giving discounts. Well, when was this? How long ago?
It was at least 3 days ago. I've had some trouble finding you, apparently. It was last Friday at a party.
She hasn't paid me since. Normally good with the money. Okay, fine. Well, she's not working today. That's why this fucking loser brought you to me. And points at the person who walked you over.
If she's selling it for that much, then just tell me where she's at, and I'll go get it from her. If it's
Oh.
your supply, you're getting paid either way.
I'm the guy. she's not around school. She's usually the one or one of the ones that got moving some things around the space. But most of the girls I work with are busy up in Arasaka on Monday.
So she's in Arasaka?
Yeah. I mean, you know her. Her
Man,
dad's like
you
a
must be
bigwig.
pushing. Yeah, that'd be an easy way to get a lot out, I guess.
These
So
fucking
makes
girls,
sense.
man. These fucking guys, these fucking kids, they're just looking for something fun to do. And she doesn't like the supply, but she likes the popularity. You don't get a lot of friends saying you're a soccer guy. You usually just get punched in the face with that kind of bullshit. I know some soccer kids who load up like martial arts chips and think they're all badass. Try to be a fucking bully. That ain't it. Doesn't get you anywhere. But most of these kids who come down to NCU and aren't stuck up in the tower the whole doggone week, they're smart and they like to move, get friends. Anyway, Jamie won't be around. If you want it now, like I said, 550 for your fucking friend, and I'll give you that extra one free. 6 for 500. It's a great deal. And he kind of takes your money, and he's giving you the 5 or the 6. You're getting 6 cartridges, and he's getting his money. Or are you going to try and withhold that money from me, and do we have to go to the next step out of character? Sorry.
No, I don't
Okay.
mind. I have been prepared to get rid of the money. I'm just trying to
Okay.
figure out how to get closer to Janie.
So he says that on Monday she's up at Arasaka Tower, but normally she's around.
So she's at Arasaka Tower is where she's at. So we need to go
She's up
there.
today
So
on Mondays.
got it.
Yep.
All right. So I give him stuff. I'll take the drugs. Yeah.
Yeah, and KK, you said you're in your car. Are you like nearby, like somewhere like a readily available place?
No, I said he's at home.
Okay, okay. Because I was gonna say
He's just got like a coffee mug full of cigarette butts, like sitting at his window waiting for the call that something went wrong.
I was gonna say like if you were like somewhere on the scene, like Squints would just walk over and just throw them in your car, so he's not holding a very illegal drug. Like,
As I'm walking out, I turn around and I say, if I needed to get more of these quick, do I just come back here or what do we do?
you said you got Jamie's contact information. Fucking reach out to her, man. The guy who you paid 50 eddies to bring you over here, he says, I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't get him pissed. Bill's fucking nuts.
I was like, I never got her contact information, but you'll give it to me so I can get the stuff quicker. So let's go.
Yeah, if you walk off, he'll give you Jamie's information, like her phone number, and say, yeah, just don't call it anytime outside of school hours. Because her dad tracks her information with school grounds.
No problem. I don't care about school grounds. I need to get it before school. After school's the party time. You gotta have that stuff.
That's damn right, man. He smiles and he tries to like dab you up. I need you to make. I need you to
Not
make.
that kind of dab, Jody.
Oh, sorry.
I need you to make a cool check, and that again, you just hit the cool.
Where's that at?
It's one of the stats. It's one of the stats. Yeah,
I'm pretty
so
cool.
you're pretty cool. You definitely feel like this guy is not cool, and so like, yeah, you lucked out finding a loser who was willing to drag you to the actual drug dealer, to seem cool. But you are aware that Jamie is not alone working for Bill. Based on Bill's presence, Bill is not a like lead guy. He's like definitely a connect. He is not a like a fixer or something to that effect. Who Bill works for, you don't know. Again, there are a lot of leads that you just don't open by meeting Bill.
All right. After I get away, I'll get on the holo, let everybody know, hey, she's at Arasaka Tower. We got a contact information. If we need it, and I'll send that to him. And I'll say, also, I got a lot of drugs. If we want to, turn those into the cops.
If you base, turn those into the cops. KK's
Yeah, I got like
no.
I could be there in 20 minutes. Who is Bill?
Bill's their drug dealer. I got 4 cartridges from him, and I can turn those all in.
6 cartridge.
4 cartridges from him. I can turn those all in.
I'll be around. I'll be around to pick those up. Make friends with Bill.
I already left.
You have school tomorrow.
Oh, okay. We can go back. I'm cool. Yeah, we can get more money.
Switch. What is your next attempt? This 24 Jump Street situation is kind of off the rails, but I'm digging it.
New York.
Let us have fun.
I did not plan for any of this, so a lot of this has been off the cuff. I will be more
Same,
thorough.
if that makes you feel better.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
we don't know what we're doing.
I love it.
I think it's like mid-morning.
Yeah, probably getting closer to lunch.
I'm sorry to interrupt. May I have brought a bag lunch for Squids and the others when I came to pick that up?
Just shoved like 3 burrito XLs into a brown paper bag.
I mean, there was like peanut butter foldovers in there too. It's gotta look legit.
It's great.
Are you Squid's father?
Give this to your sisters.
Yes, Daddy.
I'm just gonna stare daggers as I roll up the window. Sorry, go ahead.
So
Oh.
I. And I don't know that we've already got like.
I mean, you can if you want to. Either way. Again, the sky is the limit.
What does Greek life look like in this day and age?
Yeah, great question. So it is partitioned. We saw a little bit of it, but not a lot of it in that party. Basically, there are cliques. There really aren't like functional cliques like Greek life as we understand it at NCU. However, there are like clubs that kind of take that role in NCU. So instead of having like a house that everybody's kind of invested in, a lot of people who have the same hobbies will kind of engage with one another more kind of closely and thoroughly in that way. Everybody who's going to NCU is already kind of paying for
Yeah.
that. Good.
Can I try and get it to one of those social clubs, or
Yeah,
do they have like central meeting areas or like houses or whatever?
you can definitely try and like suss one out and kind of like coordinate to kind of like engage with it. Joining it would be more of an official matter, and that's obviously not something you can do. You don't
Not
have
trying to join it, just trying to be there.
be there.
See what's up.
I thought you'd said join. Never mind. But so with that said, go ahead and give me a. What would it be? It's not streetwise because we're not doing street shit.
What are you trying to do?
We're trying to figure out how one would find clubs and then like meet up with them.
Social.
I am thinking
Personal grooming?
I am thinking that
Wilderness survival.
I am thinking that you have 2 options. You can either make an education roll or you can make a persuasion roll. Both will have different outcomes. Same DV though. DV is going to be 15. So again, luck if you want to spend it before.
What was the
Education or persuasion?
persuasion?
Yeah.
16.
So you managed to find a club that is basically it's the film club. And they do a lot of like brain dance recordings and stuff like that. And this appears to be the Cool Kids Club. You're able to engage with them and kind of you just kind of get lucky, really, and kind of talk your way into their number after meeting a couple of their number and kind of sorting, seeking them out. What is your goal with this?
The goal was to see if I could get myself invited to like party or like find
Oh, yeah.
drugs, like flirt with the social cool kids. And if you flirt with the social cool kids, the cool kids invite you to things.
One thing that you'll note is that they are very stigmatic about drug talk. Now, they're not saying no, but it definitely feels like they're kind of like very brusque and kind of like standoffish in that regard. Very different to the weird kid that Squints found, right? And it seems like the culture here, it's more of um, like an incognito culture. It's not something that's very, it's not talked about a lot. It's done, but it's not talked about a lot. And since you're kind of ingratiating yourself into the group, you're not invited into that kind of conversation, but you are invited to parties. Specifically, a party on Wednesday night, and that would be at an apartment building just the west of Arasaka Tower. Um, when you kind of listen to who all is going, you're not really able to get an idea if anybody you know is present because you just know Jamie. But you get a couple of names, and if you wanted to kind of maneuver those names through Leo or Kincaid, they will tell you that there is one name that they'll recognize from kind of like the list of the really cool people that are mentioned, and that's Dylan McMillan.
Dylan McMillan.
Hmm?
What do they tell me about Dylan McMillan?
What do they tell you about Dylan?
Was he the host of the party?
Derek was the host.
Derek was the host.
Is he the one he had a
Dylan.
crush on?
Dylan is the one that Derek had a crush on.
Dang, Joe, good job. Oh man, that's been a while since we did that.
Yeah.
Dylan McMillan is a popular kid. It just seems that Dylan is kind of like someone a lot of people gravitate to. He's
Was
kind
the
of
girl that was crying because of Dylan? Was
Yeah.
it like a drama because of
Becky wants
a
to
rejection or something like that?
Becky wanted to fuck Dylan. Derek wanted to fuck Dylan. Jamie wanted to give Dylan drugs. Jamie wants to give everybody drugs for some reason. But yeah, Dylan is the kind of he definitely does not share feelings with either of those people. I think he had kind of feelings for Derek, but like again, you don't think anything was actually realized there. Becky was basically told off by Dylan because Dylan said that he was going to be with Derek. Then Derek was like, "I'm not that." If memory serves.
It was the other way, right? Derek had a crush on Dylan.
Becky wanted to be with Dylan, and then Derek, I guess, also wanted to be with Dylan. I'll double check my notes, but yeah, I know there was a love triangle, and there was at least one that just didn't give a shit about any of it. And I'm pretty sure, based on my notes here, that was Dylan. Dylan was the one who was like above it.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought the girl and Derek both had a crush on
John may
Dylan, and
have
Dylan was like,
misspoken.
"Nah."
I may have misspoken.
Okay, yeah.
It's a very.
You
common
said
thing.
Dylan when you met the
Derek.
other one, Derek, at one point.
That sounds like something I would do. But yeah,
It was an easy mistake. It's like Squints and Switch.
so Dylan has a party on Wednesday. Or Dylan will be at a party on Wednesday. It's not his party. The party is being hosted by a name I haven't made up yet. Apparently, the very very luxurious apartment is their families, and the mother and father are away on business. A tale as old as time.
Sweet. So that's in 2 days.
Is it Orion Ono's estranged daughter,
Orion
her
Ono.
son Nimrod?
Orion had no children.
Dang it!
Yeah. He did die in the process of trying to make children, I believe.
I thought he.
He was at a hotel called Konpeki Plaza and was engaged in fornicating. And by fornicating, I mean like, yeah, that was the cover. Your character would not know Orion Ono was involved in some crazy assassin shit.
I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware of any of that. I thought they like caught him out at a lunch, like in a restaurant.
No, Orion Ono. You're talking about your brother's old character.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he was murdered in Konpeki Plaza. We had a whole story arc for it.
Wasn't it like at a restaurant?
No,
Wasn't
it
he
was
the
in a
one holding
hotel
up the? He was holding up the. I don't mean to derail.
It's okay.
We'll come back to it.
Well, basically, I was gonna say Dylan Party is a good stopping point. So, like, we're literally just spinning the wheels, anyways.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Well,
Yeah, I'll
wasn't
take a
Orion
stop.
Ono the one that was like threatening holding up the insurance card before snapping it?
No.
Who was that?
Been a while. No, Orion Ono's corpse was found in Konpeki Plaza. They thought originally that Elmano killed him, but what came out to be the truth is an unknown assassin, who later on would come to be known as a Reaper, I think. Have to double check that. But he killed him to steal a rifle that Orion had purchased. And the reason that he had purchased it is so that this individual could then use it to shoot an individual named Nina. Literally, like, okay, so here's Konpeki Plaza, right? And then we're going to zoom out of it. Hold on. We're gonna zoom out of it. And the sniper rifle that they got was like I can't remember the name of it. It's the most badass one, but the shot literally went from here to here. And yeah, cracked her, almost killed her. Anyway.
All right, John, you want me to take us out?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yes, sir.
All right. Don't miss next week's session when the Run the Block crew crashes a college party. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Keep crashing college parties, by the way. See you then. Oh god, that's from fucking 2040.